Welcome to Neosho Wildcat Football live on KNEO.org. This is a presentation of the KNEO and Neosho Wildcat Sports Network. You're now locked into the official pregame show of the Neosho Wildcats. This is your home for every sack, interception, and touchdown. Now, let's go live to the game site for all the action.
And good evening, Wildcat fans. Welcome from Junk Stadium in Joplin, Missouri. Sam Fryer, Jim Jackson, and John Ball with you. It is homecoming in Joplin, Jim.
It's a very important night for both these teams, and a beautiful night. We walked in the stadium about an hour ago. John, it was 89 degrees. It's going to be a very warm evening, and but a nice night for homecoming here for Joplin. And you know the Wildcats would like nothing more than to spoil all the festivities.
Oh, most definitely. I tell you what, this Joplin bunch comes in after losing a heartbreaker to Carthage last week in overtime, 23-20. So I bet that they've got blood in their eyes, and they want to do nothing but win tonight.
They will be extremely tough. The Cats, meanwhile, defeated Willard Tigers 49-14, but we lost something pretty precious to our team. Cade Spiva went down with an injury late in the first period. He will not suit up. He told me prior to the pregame show tonight that he will not dress out. He's still having some trouble with his knee, so they're still going to re-examine that later on in the week. But anyway, they've got a good backup. Chase Kivett came in last week and came in off the bench and did very, very well, and passed for quite a few yardage and ran as well. He might not have the strength at times as what Cade does, but he is a very good backup quarterback, and he's going to have his A game on tonight against a good, very good Joplin Eagle squad.
Yeah, we watched Chase last week in the third quarter. Jim, you and I saw him throw the ball 50 yards and still overthrow Boston Patterson by about 10 yards. So he has the ability to throw the ball. Hey, one of the good things is Everson Tomlinson, the big guy in the middle for the Cats, is back. He plays offense and defense. He's been out, and the guys that took his place, Bastide and Scott, did a great job while he was gone, but something about having that big man right back in the middle has got to be comforting both to Kivett and the defensive line.
He's definitely a spark plug for the defense, and they can really use him tonight. Joplin coming in with a record of 3-3 on the year. Next week they face Willard, so the easier part of the schedule coming up for Joplin. However, for Neosho, after tonight, we go back home next week against Republic, and then we finish the regular season at Carthage. Then it's district competition. But tonight's a big one, and John, you know, it's been many years since the Cats have had this late in the season only one loss, and that loss coming to the Webb City Cardinals.
Yeah, it really is. If you look at the records with Joplin dating all the way back to 2018, we are 0-6. But we've never come in with the record that we've got right now in any of those years. So it's going to be an exciting ball game, I think.
It certainly will be. We want to take a timeout.
Yeah, let's do that.
You're in tune to the KNEO Wildcat Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Pastor Mike of Calvary of Neosho, and I want to take a minute to share grace with you today. And what is grace? Grace is when someone gives you something that you don't deserve. I haven't done anything to deserve God's forgiveness, but He gives it by His grace. I haven't done anything to deserve God's love, but He gives it by His grace. I haven't done anything to deserve a bright future, but God has made a way for me to have one by His grace. Titus 2 says the grace of God has appeared that offers salvation to all people. Have you accepted that gift of grace? For KNEO Radio, I'm Mike Leake.
People's Bank of Seneca, we care about your journey every step of the way. Since 1996, we've dedicated to providing excellent customer service across the four-state area, ensuring that every experience is exceptional. Visit us in Joplin, Neosho, or Seneca. Learn more at peoplesbankofseneca.com. Member FDIC. Proud sponsor of area athletics. Let's score big together.
Being a Lion comes with a reputation for excellence. Whether it's in the classroom, on the court, or in the community, Lions are leading the way. With innovative and immersive academic programs, new scholarship opportunities, and a campus committed to the future, Now is the perfect time to find your purpose. Find your pride at Missouri Southern State University.
Hi, I'm Pastor Jeremy Bridges with the Canopy Church, and I want to take 30 seconds today to encourage you to pray. Because our prayers have the power to move heaven. James 5 says the prayer of a righteous person is powerful and effective. When we pray, God listens. When we pray, situations can change. When we pray, miracles can happen. And heaven moves on our behalf, simply because we pray. Take some time today and pray. For KNEO Radio, I'm Jeremy Bridges.
Happy Egg supports the family farmer because they've seen the difference a choice like this can make. Now you can grow for Happy Egg and choose to raise hens the right way, the happy way. When you grow for Happy Egg, you're growing for a family-owned and operated business. You're raising happy hens on 10+ acres who will lay happy eggs. You're working for yourself. As a Happy Egg grower, you'll receive new flock cost support and yield-based compensation. Visit happyegg.com/grower to apply today.
Welcome back to Jung Stadium. The Wildcats travel down 49 highway, or 59, whichever one you want to call it, Jim. And we're here, so you got plenty of time to get out here to the ball game. There's already the crowd is filling up over there in the stands on the other side, so this proves to be a good ball game. Coach Curtis Jasper has been here the 10 years, Jim. Can you believe that?
It's hard to believe, and Coach Towdy served under Coach Jasper here. He was offensive coordinator for the Eagles for several years, and he's now with us in the Wildcats and for the past 4 years. And we've seen progress year after year. And, John, you know, the young men who are seniors this year for the Cats, they came in, they were 8th and 9th graders when Coach Towdy took over. So they've bought into the program, and he's got things running very well. I'm very impressed with the running game this year, the passing game, and most of all, the defense. And that has made a big difference in some of these close ball games.
Yeah, it really has. And speaking of defense, Joplin is going to show us a defense that we've not seen yet. It is 5 down linemen, 5 cornerbacks or inside linebackers, and 1 safety.
Ooh, that will be a big difference. So that'll be could affect the running game tonight. And of course, the big running backs for the Cats, Denver Welch has done a great job. The backups, I was the one young man, Mr. Lawson, that came in third string. We saw some of the second and third string players last week against Willard, and we have some good young men who are sophomores and juniors who will step up next year, and we're looking for some exciting times for the Cats, not only for this remainder of this season, but next year as well in 2025.
Yeah, we really are. Last week against Carthage, Joplin had 352 all-purpose yards. Troy Jones in the backfield, he's a senior, and he seems to be the workhorse. He had 141 yards, so we'll look for him to carry the ball a lot. David Thomas had 82 yards receiving for the Eagles. They boast a lineman that are 250, 300 pounds.
They are good size. They're almost D1 type college players size-wise. They always have had some good beef up front for both offense and defense for the Joplin Eagles. This year certainly no exception. And we're about 35 minutes away from the actual kickoff, homecoming night here at Joplin High School. A lot of people still coming in, and they'll have the festivities here momentarily. Always a fun night. Temperatures in the mid-80s. Certainly does not feel like football weather, but we're loving this. We'll take it as long as we can here in the 4 states.
Yeah, we really will. Let's take another time out. This is the pregame show. It's being brought to you by ProLube Auto and Tire Maintenance Center. We'll take a 3-minute time out, then we'll come right back with the interview with Coach Towdy.
Compton CPA Group PC,
have?
located at 112 Northwood in Neosho,
623.
is a full-service accounting firm and is proud to support the Neosho
So we go
Wildcats.
right into the coach's show.
Compton CPA Group PC can assist you at every stage of your financial life and help you work toward your
It
financial
says don't
goals.
pan quite
From tax
as fast
preparation to
across the
bookkeeping
field.
Services, Compton
Okay.
CPA Group PC has you covered. For all your
Nice
tax
and
and business
slow.
affairs, call 417-451-2932 or learn more at ComptonCPAGroup.com.
Looking for a bank that puts community first? Look no further than First
After we
Community
get through
Bank.
these six,
With
go
our
right
friendly
into the
service,
Towdy
convenient
interview, okay?
locations, and a wide range of financial products and services, we're here to meet all your banking needs. Whether you're saving for the future, buying a home, or starting a business, we're committed to helping you achieve your financial goals. Come experience the First Community Bank difference today. First Community Bank, where community comes first.
I'm planning to play golf
Member
tomorrow. My back,
FDIC.
by the time we get through tonight, after standing up last night, may not work at all.
Serving the four-state area, the Freeman family Y believes in putting Christian principles into practice through programs, building a healthy spirit, mind, and body. With 2 locations to serve the area in Grove, Oklahoma, and Neosho, the Freeman family Y open 5:30 to 9, Monday through Saturday, 1 to 5 on Sunday. For more information, you can go online to ymcaswmo.org or call us at 417-455-9999.
You want to put my hat on?
Live in earthquake zones. Sometimes things in our world are shaken by forces we can't control. It might be one of those times in your life right
Isn't that
now.
amazing? You can have all that done, and the best thing in the world for it is Vaseline.
You were made
I've never
for a
figured that one
relationship
out.
with Jesus Christ. Only through Him can you be saved for all eternity. He proved it by His blood when He died on the cross to pay for every sin you ever committed. To learn more, call 888-HEAL.
Yeah.
The Bible indicates that time is a mystery.
Billy Graham.
It is a paradox that while even a tiny child can tell us what time it is, not the profoundest philosopher can tell us what time itself is.
So, what should you be doing with the time you have?
Time has been given to you for the purpose of glorifying God in this life. Time has been given to you to have an encounter with the living God.
That encounter happens when you ask His Son, Jesus Christ, to forgive your sins and to take control of your life.
Ladies and gentlemen, the hour is late. Today is the day of salvation. Now you can accept Jesus Christ as your Savior. You can put your faith, your trust, and your confidence in Him.
If you'd like to learn more about beginning a relationship with Jesus Christ, then call us at 855-255-PRAY. That's 855-255-PRAY. We're the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
A proud supporter of local high school athletics is Numac Electric. Serving Newton and McDonald County, they provide power for area homes and businesses and want to wish all the athletes much success throughout the season. For online bill pay and account information, the website is numac.com or 417-451-1515. Numac Electric, proudly serving Newton and McDonald County, where their slogan is your touchstone energy partner.
It's time for the Brandon Towdy Coaches Show. The Coaches Show is sponsored by Numac Electric. Now, here's Coach Brandon Towdy.
Welcome to the Coaches Show. I'm John Ball, and we've got Coach Brandon Towdy. Coach, thanks so much for being with us.
I appreciate you having me on.
You bet. Marty Schottenheimer said many, many years ago when the Chiefs were playing and it was somewhat a blowout after the ball game, he said, we lettered a lot of players tonight. We got to do that against Willard the other night, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. You know, we got to showcase some of our younger kids, and what was cool to see is that when they came into the game, they were ready for the moment.
Yeah, I tell you, it was exciting. Of course, let's go back for just a minute and talk about Cade Spiva. Is he okay? Is he day by day? How's that going?
Yeah, he's day by day, so he's taking it one day at a time. He's a tough kid, so he'll battle through anything he can, but right now he's just day by day.
But I tell you, I like the fact that Chase Kivett came in, and then Mr. Patterson's younger brother, Blaine, came in, and they jihad with our receivers real well, didn't they?
Yeah, I mean, both those guys have done a great job of just learning the system, a bit behind Cade. You know, Chase the junior, and Blaine's a sophomore, and they do a great job of staying dialed in all the time and getting their reps. You know, being a backup quarterback is extremely difficult because you're expected to know everything, but you don't get the reps that the starter gets. And they do a good job of getting those mental reps and staying dialed in through film study and things like that. And you know, Chase has been able to step in a few times when Cade's helmet fell off or something like that, and he's done a great job. And Friday night was no different. And then Blaine was able to come in and show what he can do. He's an extremely talented kid, and they've both done a great job leading our JV team that's 5-1 as well.
Well, not only did they jump in Friday night under the lights, but they also had some opportunities to show that they could run the ball as well besides just throw it, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. I mean, they both had rushing touchdowns, and they both kind of did it different ways. So they're both extremely talented kids that understand our offense, and we're lucky to have so many good players, in our program, and we got complete faith in both of them whenever they have to come into a game.
All right, let's talk about Keyshawn Rome for just a minute or two. We got to see him in the game before, and he just gives it his all every time, whether he is on the receiving team for a kickoff or a punt or whatever. He just gives it his all, doesn't he?
He does. I mean, he's another kid that's worked extremely hard in the weight room and throughout the off season, and he does a great job running the football for us and catching it out of the backfield on offense. And then he comes in at corner a little bit as well and does a great job over there. And like you said, he plays on a lot of special teams. So he's just a versatile athlete that adds a lot to our offense, defense, and special teams. And I think it's nice having those guys behind Denver that are able to make big plays. Keyshawn's one of those guys, and Cade Lawson has shown the ability to do it as well.
Yeah, Cade jumped in early on and he got a couple of touchdowns in some of the other ball games, but it seemed like the workhorse the other night at Willard, didn't he?
He did. Once again, a kid that's worked extremely hard in the weight room, and it shows. And all these guys are just chomping at the bit to get their carries and to get their opportunity to show, and they were able to do that the other night. And that running back room is just a really deep room, and we feel like we got a lot of kids that are capable of producing for us in that room.
Well, let's talk about Tanner Shoddy for just a minute. He jumped in, and he was the PAT guy. Is that something he's done before? I mean, does he do that in JV, or does he come in and kick on a regular basis?
Yeah, Tanner has been kicking for a while. He was a good kicker in junior high and has done a great job with our freshman team on kickoffs as well as PATs. And, he plays wide receiver and DB for the freshman team as well. But he did a great job of stepping in for Will as Will was at a soccer game. And so Tanner got his opportunity. And, to be at Bob Anderson under the lights on a Friday night as a freshman, that's a lot of pressure. And he just did a tremendous job and showcased, his talents. And we're excited to have 4 years with that kid.
Hey, it seems like there's another kid that'll do just about anything, and that's Levi England.
Yeah, Levi he's just a hard-nosed kid. He lives in the weight room. It's just a team player, and like you said, he'll do anything for the team. He plays a lot at the safety position for us. He's been a linebacker up until this year, and we moved him back to safety, and he's done a great job of coming in and playing at safety in different packages, and as well as just making a ton of plays on special teams. Does a great job on our kickoff team, getting downfield and making some huge plays for us.
Well, the ball game the other night started with, of course, Boston doing what we know Boston can do, getting the kickoff and running 96 yards. But he had such great blocking. Seemed like the guy that probably made the block that took him to where it was Lincoln Howard.
Yeah, I mean, Boston's been producing on special teams in all three phases of the games all year, but Lincoln's a kid that has been doing it as well, and a lot of times what he does goes unnoticed, but he plays on a lot of our special teams, and he did a great job blocking on kickoff return to spring Boston there to start the game, and he also does a great job running down on kickoff, made some really big tackles for us on kickoff, and then came in at receiver a little bit. And so he's once again just a versatile athlete that we got a lot of faith in, and he's young. He's starting to get a few more reps every week, and we're just extremely proud of the progress that he's made.
Well, it seems like when you talk about the Cats, we could probably talk about each and every individual for quite a while, but I think that's a product of the fact that these are kids that you've been working with for 4 years now, and they've bought into you, it's bought into your coaching staff, and they've bought into the scheme.
Yeah, we've got a really special group of kids. These seniors were freshmen when we got here, so we've been here for 4 years together. We came in at the same time, and we've been through some tough times, and we've been through some really good times. But what's special about them is that no matter what happens, they just keep on showing up, and they understand the standard that we want to live at every day, and it's something that they've passed on to these younger kids. And this roster, top to bottom, is just full of really, really special kids that show up every day and work hard, and they're unselfish, and they truly care about each other and want what's best for the team, and that's not easy to come by. And so it's a credit to, these families that these kids come from, this community, and just for the way these kids were raised.
Well, we're in Joplin tonight, and this kind of begins a second part of the season for us with Joplin, because we've got Joplin, then we've got Republic, and then we've got Carthage. But this is going to be a chance for us to really get against some good ball clubs and really show them. Don't you think that the better the ball club, the better we play?
Absolutely. We've got some tough teams down the stretch here, but we just take it day by day, and we're excited about the challenge. And Joplin's one of those teams that's extremely talented, at the skill positions, and they're big and physical up front, and they're well coached. So we're excited about the opportunity. We want to play the best, and Joplin's absolutely one of those teams. And so our kids have been excited all week, and they're fired up. And at the end of the day, we just want to focus on us and execute at our highest level. And I think just kind of knowing the situation that we're in, that our kids are going to do just fine in this environment.
All right. Thanks, Coach. Have a lot of luck this afternoon, right?
I appreciate it. Go Cats.
You've been listening to the Brandon Towdy Coaches Show. The Coaches Show is sponsored by New Mac Electric. We'll be back with more Wildcat football after this on the KNEO and Neosho Wildcat Sports Network.
Down through the centuries, men have longed for certain
And
freedoms.
welcome back to
Freedom of
Junk
speech,
Stadium in
freedom of
Joplin,
worship,
Missouri.
freedom
Homecoming
from
night
fear, and freedom
for
from
Joplin
love.
High School, and they just announced
Freedom is something that
the
is
crowning
related to the very heart
of the
and
new
soul,
queen.
the gospel of the
Cats
grace of
coming
God.
in, and they'd like to spoil all the
Bible teaches
festivities
that
tonight.
there
Should
is
be a
a
good ball
bondage
game.
which
Kick
men
off here
have
just momentarily in
through
about
sin.
25
But once
minutes.
a man
Right now,
has
it's time for
been
Keys for the
converted to
Cats.
Jesus
Keys for the
Christ,
Cats,
freedom
sponsored
becomes a
by
part of
your
his
State
very
Farm agent
nature.
Eric Norris in
Jesus
Neosho,
said,
located
"Whom
at
the Son shall
437
make free
West
is free
Kohler.
indeed." And
Eric
he
and his
also
team
said,
offer a
"Ye
wide
shall know
variety of
the
insurance
truth,
services
and the
for
truth shall
individuals
make you free."
and businesses.
You can experience
You can learn more
that kind of freedom
online. That's
when you begin a relationship with Jesus Christ.
ericnorrisinsurance.com or
I can
call
tell
him
you
at
more at
451-6666. And now with Keys for the Cats, here's John.
Thank you, Jim. And the way we start this is we spell the word Cats. C stands for confidence. We've got a different quarterback tonight in Chase Kivett. However, he threw last week 5 balls and was 5 for 14 and had 76 yards. Getting comfortable with being here and the big spread that we've got, he's going to help the offense out quite a bit. Nothing has changed other than him getting used to all facets of the game and beginning to use all of his tools. And I think we spent the entire week working on those things, so I believe he'll be ready to go. A stands for advance the ball. Tonight marks the return of Evanson Tomlinson. We've had 2 great replacements in him and Bustede and Scott. Joplin had 69 tackles last week against Carthage. We can slow down their ability to advance the ball and pick up on our own and get it in the trenches where we know that we can push people around. Last week the Cats had 30 tackles against Willard, but part of that has to do with the fact that our offense was on the field so much of the time, scoring the 49 points. One of the things that we have got to be able to do is we have got to be able to get the 3-and-out conversions. We get the 3-and-out conversions on them, and we come back. And speaking of 3-and-out conversions, last week the Cats converted 6 of 10 times. 2 ways to increase the conversion count is this. First, you get the situation where you've got 2nd down and 3rd down is close and is very manageable. The other is that we do a better job and not even have to go to 3rd down. So let's use our own abilities and let's get out there and let's get back to that 3-and-out conversion that we had some time back when we were 8 for 10. And then S stands, stay in the trenches. The O-line's going to have to give Kivett time to read the defense and find the right person. Our defense has got to stand in the gap. If every player looks at a 4x4 area that's around him and he commands his own space, we can win the ball game tonight, and the ride back home is going to be really sweet.
Very nice night and good words of wisdom, John. Thank you. Keys for the Cats brought to you as always by your State Farm agent Eric Norris in Neosho, where they offer a wide variety of insurance services for both you and businesses throughout the 4-state area. Once again, their phone number is 451-6666. And John, you're so right on some of the keys for the Cats tonight. They need to get off to a good start, but defense is, I think, the key. And if the Cats can establish a good run game right off the bat, which they have in the past, that is another good key that you brought out tonight. And Chase Kivett's got some big shoes to fill tonight. We know he can do the job. We saw what he did last week coming in relief of Cade Spiva. Cade will not dress out tonight. He's still nursing along an injury that he suffered at the end of the first period last week in that win over the Willard Tigers, but he's kind of day-to-day right now at this point. But Chase can throw the ball, like you said, and, I'm hopeful, and I know the Cats are capable of bringing home another victory and ringing that bell. It might be midnight, but they love to do it no matter what time.
It could very well be. The thing about it, Chase is surrounding himself with some people that know what's going on. Denver Welch went for 112 yards last week. He's going to have Brock Pyle in there, who is a blocking back when he gets into that slot position. He's going to have Keyshawn Roman in there, who's run for a couple of touchdowns and has run 27, 28 yards at a pop. So he's got those guys there. He knows how to throw the ball to Boston Patterson. He did that when they scored a touchdown last week. It's just a matter of getting those other receivers out there and getting him in a position so he can throw the ball to him, because he is very accurate when he throws the ball.
We told Coach Towdy last week after the game we thought the young Mr. Kivett had Vaseline on his jersey because he was just slipping and sliding through the holes. Very impressive last week in relief of Cade Spiva, and tonight's going to be an extremely tough assignment because Joplin defense, they have some big young men on that front four. Front five is what they put up, and then they'll do a 5-5-1 defense, something the Cats really haven't experienced this year. But that could help the passing game, John, if they can find some holes, because Kivett can really throw that ball as well.
Well, the thing that we've learned about spreading the offense out like that really opens up the lanes, and you can either pass the ball or you can throw it. Hey, defense-wise, the sophomore Jackson Ertl had 10 tackles last week, and he led the group. Dylan Tyler had 5, as did Trey Harden. Warren and Dayton Kivett, Gabe Bastide all chipped in with 3 tackles apiece. So we're spreading that around, and the defense is getting more and more comfortable. And I think this is a great night for all of that to come together.
Yeah, we're just under 20 minutes away from the opening kickoff here tonight. Homecoming festivities well underway at Jung Stadium. And I was telling Sam tonight, John, he did a little bit about the history. Back in the 1930s, the WPA project, that was back during the Depression, which you'll study in school. They built this stadium. Mm-hmm. It was named after Jung Bakery, which made bunny bread and some other rolls and everything for many, many years. It's been remodeled. They've re-expanded the press box, and the stadium is extremely high. John and I had our ears popping as we climbed the stairs tonight. We had to take several breaks getting up here because there is no elevator. But beautiful facility tonight, and Cats hope to bring home another victory and make it their 6th victory of the season.
Well, I think it's a great, great opportunity for Coach Towdy coming back and playing against his mentor when we've come out a lot stronger this year than even they have. Joplin comes in at 3-3. We come in at 5-1. So a victory tonight is going to be sweet for Coach Towdy alone, but what it will do for the Cats. Like we said earlier, we have not beat Joplin since 2018.
It's been a while, and a victory, like you said, John, will also help possibly in the district pairings coming up in a few weeks. If they lose out, they're going to have a winning season, but we want to keep winning to have that home field advantage for maybe the first district playoff game, which will come on a Friday, November 1st.
Yeah, it really does. Boston Patterson. Let's talk about Boston Patterson. He is the guy that has set the tempo of the ball game for us, whether it's with a pass interception, whether it's causing a fumble, whether it is recovering a fumble, and he did it last week. This time he took the kickoff and ran it all the way down to the 5-yard line. We need to do that tonight.
And he runs like a deer, and he is capable of catching that ball on the run, and he has a lot of yardage after the catch of the ball, and he's going to be a big key in the ball game tonight. One person you need to watch out, will be calling a lot for Joplin, is number 6, quarterback Daniel Rose. He loves to air it out. He finds his top receivers. Number 2 is Davin Thomas, and number 3, Lane Royal. And you've probably seen those names called and on the highlight reels on local TV. On the sports broadcast. Those are 3 young men that we need to watch out for tonight. Mr. Soriano in the backfield, he's the left cornerback. He's going to have his work cut out for him tonight, and also the safeties for Neosho, because you don't want to get burned early and set that type of a tone in the ball game.
Well, probably nobody knows Joplin better than Noah Soriano. He's played with them for 3 years and played with them for long before that, and they all know him, and they know what kind of speed they've got. I'm going to bet that if they throw the ball, they're going to throw it away from him.
They certainly are. We need to take a break.
Yes,
The band is out on the field. We'll come back, and you're in tune to the KNEO Wildcats Sports Network.
At ProLube Tire and Auto Center, we know what it means to rely on your vehicle. We race all year and know how to get that extra inch out of every part. Precision, quality, and reliability are not just words to us. It's what we do every day. We know you rely on your vehicle to perform for your family. From oil changes to full-on repairs, ProLube gives you the best racetrack team experience, so you can be worry-free.
ProLube Tire and Auto Center, where we get it right on the road and the track.
Southwest Missouri Bank in Neosho serves the Neosho area from 2 locations. They offer business banking services including checking and savings accounts, business loans, and electronic banking. Learn more online at smbonline.com. Southwest Missouri Bank, a proud sponsor of community broadcasting on KNEO, equal housing lender, member FDIC, where their slogan is Southwest Missouri Bank, we can do that.
I am a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm here to talk about life, your dreams, your work, your family, and how you can protect it all with a company that will talk to you with the honesty of a farmer and take care of you with the integrity of a neighbor. I'll make sure no detail is left uncovered so your family can breathe easy. Because just like you, I chose to build a life in Missouri too. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm from Missouri for life.
I am Josh Dotson with Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance Services. If you're in Missouri, I'm for you.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
At Calvary Neosho, we aren't your grandmother's church, because she lives in Akron, Ohio, and that would be a terribly long commute for church. But if she did live in Neosho, we at Calvary would be delighted to have her come visit us. And since you live here, we would definitely like you to come visit us. Then, when your Nana comes to visit...
Locally owned, operated, and here for you. Check out the new face of the Neosho Daily News, covering Newton County, highlighting area residents, businesses, school news, sports, and more. Find us on Facebook at Neosho Daily News or call 417-451-1520. Go get 'em, Wildcats!
And welcome back to Jung Stadium. We are in Joplin, Missouri. The Neosho Wildcats are eagerly awaiting to take on the homecoming Joplin Eagles tonight. Looks like that we're going to get things going here. The national anthem has already been played. The band is at attention. Looks like they're getting ready to play again. But while they're doing that, Jim, let's talk about the starters. And why don't you tell us about the starters for Joplin?
That we can do. A good crowd on hand for a homecoming, and a lot of folks still driving on the highway and coming to the ball game from Neosho. Stands are filling up quickly. Let's run down some of the offensive line first for the 3-3 Joplin Eagles tonight. Some of the linemen will be number 58, Callie McGee. 62 is Isaac Used. Number 67 is Maurice Clark. Number 70 is Brennan Washington. And number 73 will be Isaiah Britt. In the backfield and the quarterback tonight, and he's a good one, number 6 junior, Daniel Rose. And he loves to air the ball out, and we'll see if the defense can hang with him this evening. Also, he's followed by number 2, wide receiver Davis Thomas. Number 3, wide out is Lane Royal. Number 4, another wide out is Collis Jones. 18, John Jasper, the big tight end. And the running back they'll go to out of the backfield, number 21, will be Torrin Jones. That's just a brief look at some of the key players and starters for this 3-3 Joplin Eagle team. And now with a look at the Neosho Wildcats, here's John.
And your Neosho Wildcats coming in with a record of 5-1. Head coach Brandon Towdy in his 4th year. Offensive coordinator is Dalen Whitehead, and defensive coordinator is Josh Sonis. We start with quarterback. He's a junior. Chase Kivett, number 17. He'll be in the backfield with number 4, senior running back Denver Welch. Wide receivers are senior Hudson Williams, senior Nola Soriano, junior Brock Pyle, and senior Boston Patterson. On the offensive line, it'll be number 71, Nathan Rogers, number 75, Big Evanson Tomlinson. Centering the ball will be Trace Harden, and Romeo Fuentes will be on the offensive line. He will also be doing the kickoff chores, and Bryce Warren, number 55, on the line. Defensively, for the Cats, it looks like this. On one defensive end will be number 14, Jackson Ertl. He's a sophomore. Then Evanson Tomlinson, number 75. Number 52, a guy that has done a great job of standing right in the middle and not letting anything happen, is Gade Bastide. He's a junior. The other defensive end is number 55, Bryce Warren. Linebackers, number 3, holding things down, is Trace Harden. He's a senior, a sophomore. Colby McGehee will be the other inside linebacker, as well as Brody Crane. Safeties will be Hudson Williams and Canton Smith, who not only forced a fumble, he recovered a fumble and had an interception, unfortunately, Jim, that was called back last week. Noah Soriano will be on one corner and Boston Patterson on the other.
Well, the Cats are coming in, and something we haven't been able to say much of in previous years, the Cats are really clicking on all cylinders this year. John, defense is doing well, offense as well, special teams, the kicking game, they're well-rounded, and tonight they'll be a tough assignment with the backup quarterback, Chase Kivett, in for the injured Cade Spiva. So a tough assignment tonight, and even in the loss that they experienced against Webb City a few weeks ago, they played very well. They played well enough to win that ball game, but just some late breaks. I guess it's the jinx from Webb City, because we have not beaten Webb City since 1999, and that's going back 25 years. But tonight's the night we're going to get over that hump and defeat the Joplin Eagles.
Yeah, we will. One man we have not mentioned is the backup quarterback for Mr. Kivett is Blaine Patterson. Blaine is a sophomore, and he quarterbacked most of the fourth quarter last week, and he had 75 yards rushing himself. And he was another one we thought had Vaseline on his jersey, because he could juke through the line without any trouble at all.
And that's demoralizing for a team, because Willard kept their main string in the entire ball game. And when your opponent brings in the second and third string, and I know Coach Towdy, his intent was not to run the score up, but these young men like to prove themselves as well, and they did a great job out there. And we told the coach in the postgame show last week, the kudos to those guys, and you've got some good young players coming up for next year and the following year. So they're building a tradition in Neosho, something we haven't seen in numerous years, and we're just off to a good start this year, coming in with a 5-1 record. The Cats, by the way, averaging 39 points a contest. They give up 20. Joplin Eagles, meanwhile, they average 25 points a game. They give up 27. And if that's what it takes, if we win by 2 points tonight, so be it. A win's a win.
You bet, it is. You know, many, many years ago, the Chiefs had a coach by the name of Marty Schottenheimer. Maybe you and I are the only ones that remember that. But there was a Chiefs blowout, and they went all the way through. They actually emptied the benches, and after the ball game, Schottenheimer said, "We lettered a lot of guys tonight." That's exactly what the Cats did last week, and the opportunity to letter some kids that are finding out what it was like that they've been playing under the lights on Tuesday night, how much faster and how much harder it is to play on Friday night. And the more confidence and the more experience we can give those kids right now, it's going to pay dividends, not next year, but the years after that.
That's true, and tonight a victory would be tremendous for the Cats, and especially on the road and beating Joplin in their house on homecoming night. The crowd still coming in, some of the key players for Joplin being introduced. It is homecoming, and in past years they'll have festivities good 45 minutes to an hour, and that's pretty much what they have done tonight. They've already had the performance of the national anthem. Wonderful scoreboard, and my old friend Brad Douglas up here in the press box area. He is in charge of the broadcasting department at Joplin High School, and they do a tremendous job. A lot of students out there around the stadium with cameras, and it's always fun to watch and see young people excel and have a good future possibility in broadcasting.
Well, while we've got just a minute or two, Jim, how about them Lady Cats?
Oh, what a game last night. I'll tell you, extra innings, and they beat Webb City 4-3 in 9 innings.
Yeah,
And,
bottom of the 9th inning.
And it was senior night, and how appropriate, but Avon Blair, one of the 3 seniors for the Cats, got the game-winning walk-off hit. And it was exciting, and it was very a fun, exciting night. We talked to Coach Cummins, and she had a tear in her eye because it was just that stressful, and to get through something like that, she said her heart was pounding. When the runner came in home, and she gave the green light to try to score, and they did. And so they earned the share for a tie on the western side of the COC conference, and congratulations to them for another great season.
Yeah, it really is. It's a great season. But, hey, we've still got one more game to go. We want everybody to join us at 4:30 Monday afternoon at the Marion Family Complex for a 5 o'clock pitch-off, and that will be not only the last home game of the season, it will be the last game of the season before the Cats go up to Lee Summit on Thursday to begin Class 5 District 7 playoffs.
I'm going to have to find somebody in Lee Summit to spend the night with. I don't know who that would be, but we'll try our best, and we might have to,
If we've got a picture of you from about 30 years ago that we could put out on eBay, then maybe somebody might be interested.
You might try 40 or 45 years ago. Might have some luck with that. But beautiful night for high school football. Joplin's Young Stadium, and a lot of history here. And these two teams have become rivals, not only in football, but baseball and basketball, and in both men and women's athletics. And they've had some good athletes come out of both high schools over the past several years.
And here comes your Neosho Wildcats. They will go over on the other side. They're in white jerseys with black lettering, black pants, and black helmets. And the stands over there are continuing to fill up. Several opportunities to watch this ball game on TV tonight. And I kind of feel like a flight agent. We know you got a lot of chances to be able to fly, so we appreciate you being with us tonight, don't you, Jim?
That's true. They being broadcast locally on KSN TV, but we have folks, I know I just heard from some folks up in the Kansas City area, a lot of Joplin and Neosho alumni all across the country that couldn't watch local TV, but they can listen and watch the game here on the KNEO Wildcat Sports Network.
Well, it's kind of cooled down a little bit. It was quite hot a little while ago, but it's cooled down. It's going to be an exciting evening for football. We're anticipating now as the officials are on both sides, and they'll come out with the captains on both sides, and we'll have the coin flip out in the middle.
4 minutes away for the opening tip-off. Once again, the Cats coming in with a record of 5-1. Joplin with a record of 3-3. Next week, Joplin takes on Willard. Actually, the easy part of their schedule after tonight in conference play with Willard. But Neosho, on the other hand, next week we're back at home against Republic, and we finish the regular season in 2 weeks at Carthage. And then the week after that, John, it's district action. And the more wins we get, the better chances we have of hosting a district playoff contest.
Well, I'll tell you what, I don't want to discount under any circumstances Joplin or Carthage, either one, but that Republic Ball Club is a ball club to be reckoned with, and they'll find out over in Carthage tonight.
You look at that side of the conference, I'm glad we're not playing Nixa this year. They're like Seneca. They're just killing everybody. They usually scores 50-0 at halftime, and Nixa whipped up on Joplin early in the season. And but you look at Republic, Ozark, Nixa, those are 3 tough teams, and we're not facing Ozark this year, but we will face Republic next weekend at home at Bob Anderson Stadium.
Yeah, let's take a 2-minute timeout and come back, and we'll be ready. We're getting ready for the coin flip, and then we'll be ready to get this ball game underway. You're watching the Neosho Wildcats on the KNEO and Neosho Wildcat Sports Network.
Crowder College, your future, our focus. At Crowder College, we have 6 convenient locations in Southwest Missouri and online programs to fit your needs. Flexible scheduling provides a pathway to a career or the opportunity to transfer to a 4-year university in a variety of programs. Cheer for the Rough Riders at athletic events. Use the Missouri A+ Scholarship Program for free tuition and common fees. At Crowder College, your future is our focus. Apply today at crowder.edu.
Every team knows that the two-point play can be a winning move. State Farm agent Eric Norris and his team are here to help you go for two by combining your home and auto insurance. It's a great call and saves you time and money. So go for the win and score big savings by combining your home and auto. It's just another way to help life go right. Call State Farm agent Eric Norris at 417-451-6666 for more information. And go Wildcats!
And welcome back to Jung Stadium. We just had the coin flip, and we're waiting for the umpire to tell us just exactly what happened. Well, maybe we haven't. He just dropped the coin and picked it back up, so we'll be ready to start here in just a minute. Cats, it really doesn't make any difference to them, Jim, whether we get the ball first or whether we get it the second half, but I think sometimes we like to.
Well,
it's been, it has, I guess Joplin won, and they declined or they deferred. And they're going to be defending the gold. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, and Neosho will defend the north goal at this point, running north and south. Beautiful stadium tonight. The wind will not be a factor. The flag is totally still on the pole right now. And we are just moments away from the opening kickoff here tonight in COC action.
Joplin is in blue uniforms trimmed in red with white lettering, and they have on their white and silver helmets. So we'll be ready to get this ball game going here just momentarily.
What a big turnaround this season has been for the Neosho Wildcats, coming into the game with a 5-1 record, finishing last year with 1 win and 9 losses. So kudos to Coach Dowdy and his staff and the hard work these young men have put in over the summer with going to camps, and I'd see them out there early in the mornings working out on their own. And hard work and dedication has certainly paid off for the Neosho Wildcats.
Well, it looks like the Cats are going to receive the ball, and looks like we've got 3 backs to receive it. Rome is on the far end. Soriano is in the middle, and Boston Patterson is on this side. Boston Patterson has been doing this ever since he was a freshman, and he showed us last week he still has a lot of speed and was able to get the ball down to the 5-yard line, and the Cats scored from there, and we never looked back.
We are ready for kickoff here from Joplin's Jung Stadium. Joplin Eagles taking on the Neosho Wildcats. And here's the kick. It's a good one. Off to the left side. Oh, it's over the head of Roan. He's going to need to fall on it. He's out of bounds at the 10. Now, he thought he had stepped out. Let's see where the official line will be.
Be up close to the 20, it looks like, Jim.
He got out of the... A lot of traffic, a lot of players converged quickly.
Yeah, the 18, I guess.
It'll be first and 10. First and 10 for the Cats. You'll probably hear from time to time Kevin Welch, public address announcer for the Joplin Eagles. Here comes the Cats. Kivett in the backfield with Welch. 2 men off to the side, left and right. He has a lot of weapons to work with. See if they'll establish the run game right off the bat. And he hands it off to Welch up the middle. Good run across the 25. Almost enough for a first down. He does. He's got enough for a first down. A pickup of 11 right up the middle. John, that's what they're going to need to do tonight.
That is exactly right. Great job by the offensive line to open up that hole, because he was within the first down yardage before anybody ever touched him.
And another handoff to Welch. Off right tackle. Nothing fancy. Gain of about 2 before he's pushed back. The Eagles were ready for them that time. Just underway, 11:30 to go in the first period. No score yet. Good to have you with us tonight on the KNEO Wildcat Sports Network.
Yeah. We're going to go into that 2-back set with Rome and Welch, and I think we'll see more and more of that tonight, Jim, before the ball game's over with.
2nd and 7, handoff again up around the 35, pushed back at the 36. Gain of about 2.5 maybe on the play.
I think he may have gotten up to the 35-yard line. He got real close.
John, we saw Kivett last week. He can scramble. I don't think he has the quality or caliber of what Cade Spiva, but still, he's a good one.
We've got wide receivers on both sides. There's the ball is handed off, and they got him.
They got him. 3rd down conversion, no good. The Cats will be forced to punt. They were ready this time. After one first down, the Cats are held on their second drive. And they'll be back to punt from about the 20-yard line. One man deep for the Eagles. 10:20 to go in the first period. Clock is running.
Well, we can't see exactly who that is punting for the Cats, but
it's a good one. Low. It's taken on the run to the 45, up across the 50. He's got some room across the 40. Inside Neosho territory, Joplin will take over with good field position.
Looks like that was Hayden Plummer that punted the ball for the Cats that time.
Well, they're going to spot the ball on about the 38-yard line. Let's see, 37-yard line. Good run back of about 20 yards. See what the Cats can do on defense. Daniel Rose at quarterback. Lone running back will be Torrin Jones. Other receivers, Davin Thomas and Lane Royal. They've got some good-sized tight ends as well. A lot of beef on that front line for the Joplin Eagles.
2 wideouts on this side and 2 on the other side.
Here's the first possession. One man in motion in the backfield. Now they'll set it up.
That's Thomas.
And it's running left. He's got some room. The Cats converge. No gain, maybe a short gain of about a half a yard. And they were ready for him.
Yeah, he got popped pretty good that time. In fact, he lost his helmet, so
he's got to come out.
Yes, he does. He'll have to come out for a play.
Thomas. I'll say no gain, 2nd and 10. 9:40 to go in the first period. No score.
Boy, I tell you what, to have Tomlinson back in on that front 4, I tell you, he is a man among men, isn't he?
He certainly is. He is the man who can put the finger in the dike and stop the bleeding if need be. Another handoff off left tackle's got some room. Wrapped up at the 35, maybe the 34. Number 52 for Neosho. Good run, 75 in on the tackle.
About 1-2 Jones that time, the one we were talking about. He gained 141 yards last week against Carthage.
Here's a big down for the Cats right now if they can hold him. It's third and 7 for the Eagles from the 34-yard line. Rose back, he's yet to throw. He's going to pass right now. He's got a man open. Across the 30. Knocked out of bounds. It's enough for a...
It's going to be close to a first down. In fact, I'm sure it is.
The big tight end, John Jasper. He was wide open in the left flat. Ball spotted on the 27, just enough for a Joplin first down.
Yeah, Boston Patterson was the one that tackled him that time, and he had his hands full. That young man is big.
John, if there's any weakness in that defensive backfield, it was against the pass. Even Willard had their way with Neosho last week on several occasions. It didn't hurt the outcome of the game, but it could here. Here's the quarterback keeper up the middle. Gain of about 4.
Bryce Warner in there on the tackle that time. He caught him from behind.
Rose is the junior quarterback for Joplin.
Bryce Warren on the tackle.
Bryce Warren on the tackle for the Cats. It's 2nd down and 6 from the 23-yard line. Joplin on the march. First quarter action from Junk Stadium. One man in motion. Rose back to throw. He's got a man open at the 20. Gets loose. Gets out of bounds. Just shy of a first down. That's number 2, Thomas, the wide receiver.
Yeah, we've seen him line up in the backfield. He's lined up as a wide receiver. He's been in motion as well.
Third down and a short one. He stepped out of bounds before he got the first down. Ball right at about the 18-yard line. It's pretty much 4th down territory.
Yeah, I'm not sure they don't go for the goal right here. Cats have got to get in there and put some pressure on the pass.
And they're going to hand it off. I think he's short.
He is short.
He was pushed back at the line of scrimmage.
Tomlinson in there making himself known.
John, he lost about a yard and a half. It'll be 4th and a long one.
Tomlinson on the tackle.
That's ball spotted on the 20, so it's a loss.
Loss of 2.
Loss of 2 yards. Good defense by the Cats. Now they're going to go for it.
4th down and a long 2.
Crowd on its feet. Here, 4th and 2. Here come the Eagles. It's a handoff up the middle, and it's close. I think he may have it, John.
I believe Forward Progress is going to give it to him.
Very close, unless they ask for the change to come in and do a measurement. It's very close.
Yeah, they're talking about it.
They give it to him. 1st and 10 for the Eagles. On 4th and 2, they come up with 2.5.
Yardage is good for another.
We've seen the Cats this year have some great goal line stances. They may have to pull another one out of their hat tonight.
Well, the Cats did a nice job of stuffing them on 3rd and 2. So that ability still sticks.
1st and 10, Joplin from the 17-yard line. Drive is still alive. There's the first flag of the ball game.
Yeah, and that is going to be encroachment against the Eagles.
They're moving back 5 yards. Still no score in the game if you just joined us. 7:13 to go in the first period. Joplin and Neosho. Homecoming night. Seems like everywhere we go, John, there's homecoming somewhere.
Well, just hold on, because pretty quick everywhere we go, it's going to be senior night, too.
That's true, the next couple of weeks. It'll be senior night next week at Bob Anderson Stadium. It's 1st and 15 from the 22-yard line. One man in motion. And ball given directly to Thomas. He's pushed back for a loss. That didn't fool anybody.
No. In fact, that was almost the old wild hog play where they snapped the ball directly to him.
6:50 to go in the first period. 2nd down and 16. John, I would look for a pass play right now.
Well, I would think so, too. They're going to have to do something to get up there where 3rd down is going to be manageable.
They've yet to have a big play, just short yardage. Thomas in motion. He's set. Handoff up the middle. Got some room. And he's brought back hit at the original line of scrimmage on about the 17 to pick up a 5 on the play.
Jones, the ball carrier.
Brody Crane was the one in there making the tackle that time.
Give him 4 yards on that. It's 3rd down and 12. A big play coming up. See if the Cats can put a stop to this nonsense early in the ball game. 6 minutes to go. One man in the backfield. That's Thomas. Rose, the quarterback, number 6. He's going to throw. He's looking deep. He's got a man open. And Thomas at the 5-yard line. 1st and 10, Eagles. Nice pass right up the middle.
Yeah, it was Canton Smith was on the play there. He knew that he'd been beat. Looks like that there was, well, the officials are talking to Joplin. I don't know whether there's a flag on the play or not.
If they do, they've picked it up. Play resumes. 1st and goal for the Eagles from the Neosho 5-yard line. Cats need to make a stand. Tie it in. Jasper in motion. He's set. Handoff up the middle. Got some room around the left side. Touchdown, Joplin. Touchdown from number 21. That's the running back.
Torrin Jones.
Touchdown coming at the 5:21 mark.
I'll tell you what, he got open and headed for that corner, and he turned on the afterburners, and there was nobody going to catch him.
No, they weren't. So a nice drive to start the game for the Joplin Eagles. Extra point attempt coming. Kicking from the 10-yard line, 20-yard extra point coming.
Joplin draws blood first. There's 5 minutes and 21 seconds left in the first quarter.
Toby Gibson out to try the extra point.
And the snap, the kick is up. It is good. Our scorer with 5:21 to go in the first period. Joplin 7, Neosho nothing. You're in tune to the KNEO Wildcat Sports Network.
Carter Moore.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Joe Ringstaff, your Neosho Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why Joe Ringstaff is a proud sponsor of the Neosho Wildcats on KNEO. For all your investment needs, call 417-451-7789 or stop by the office at 2502 Lusk Drive, Suite D in Neosho. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Welcome back to Jung Stadium. 5 minutes and 21 seconds left in the first quarter, and the Joplin Eagles have scored, going ahead of the Neosho Wildcats by a score of 7-0. They're getting ready to kick off. It's going to be Rome, Soriano, and Patterson back to get the kickoff.
Neosho has some good stops, but Joplin came out on top on that last drive. The kick is going to be handled by Rome at the 70s, across the 15, the 20. Oh, he's hit hard. Let's see if he's okay. He was hit high.
Yeah, he was hit high, but he, tough young man, and he made it down to about the 23-yard line. He's up and taken off to the sideline, so he's okay.
I'm surprised he hung on to that ball. That was quite the hit.
Yeah, 24.
That's where Neosho will take over, 1st and 10, deep inside their territory. See if they're going to air it out, see what Coach Towdy is going to do. The Cats' unusual position, being down in a ball game. 7-0 Joplin. They're going to hand it off again to Welch across the 25, up to about the 29-yard line. A nice pickup of 5.
Looks like he might have picked up about 5. Yeah, that was that unbalanced line that we talked about last week that we saw a couple of times.
Well, they really stacked the box, put everybody up on the line, Joplin defense, because they know the Cats will run at them. Let's see if they can mix it up and try a pass. 2nd down and 5 to go. And his quarterback keeper got some room around the right side. No, it was a snap to Welch, and he has enough across the 35, 36-yard line.
Yeah, that's another one of those indirect snaps that I guess we saw Joplin do it, so we did it ourselves, and Welch came around this corner. It was enough for the 1st down.
That's all that matters. Ball on the 37-yard line. Cats on the march. 4:30 to go in the first period. 7-0 Joplin. And another handoff right. Oh, quarterback keeper across the 40 to the 41. Kivett.
Yeah, he's going to pick up about 3, I think, before they stop the play.
When they stacked the box, there was like 6 or 7 Eagles all over the young Mr. Kivett.
Well, now that was an unbalanced line on the other side, and Kivett came around this side.
We got 7 men up close. Another handoff, this time to Welch. Gain of about 2 off left tackle. Not much there. Kivett's yet to throw the ball tonight. The running game, if it works, it works, and that's what last week we saw, John. They killed a lot of time off the clock with the running game. Of course, they had a good, sizable 35-point lead against Willard, too.
Yeah. Number 76 for the Cats is running off, and Roan came in, so we're going to have 2 backs in the backfield.
Low snap. And not much there. Eagles were ready. Kivett had a hard time hanging on to the ball. He does, but play went for naught. No gain. It'll be 4th down, and they'll be forced to punt once again. Nothing doing for the Wildcats. They've had 2 tough series so far in this first period.
Dane Arthur, the freshman, is back to punt for the Cats.
4th down and 5. Cats will punt from their own 30. 1 man deep for Joplin. High snap. Decent kick. And it's taken at the 35-yard line in Joplin territory. And we'll take a timeout real quick on the KNEO Wildcat Sports Network.
This is Pastor Barry Reel from the First Free Will Baptist Church of Neosho. Though our culture seems to be rejecting the idea of truth, we remain committed to obeying God's word by speaking the truth in love. We would love to share God's truth and love with you. We're located at 960 Burr Crossing Road in Neosho, and we meet on Sunday mornings at 10:45 a.m. and then again on Sunday and Wednesday nights at 6 p.m. Find us on Facebook at First Free Will Baptist Neosho or call 918-413-5465.
Welcome back to Jung Stadium. There was a flag. It was waved off, and it is going to be 1st and 10 for Joplin on their own 35-yard line. The defense is back in. Jim, the Cats have got to do something right here.
Need to put a stop to them. Joplin has a lot of weapons in their arsenal. They can pass. They can run. They can mix things up. Defense needs to be ready. 2:49 to go in this first period. Joplin on top 7-0. Handoff up the middle. And they scoot around off the right side. Gain of about 3 on the play. Fumble, late fumble. Let's see what the umpire was right there. He may have already been down.
I think he probably was. I thought I'd heard a whistle. And that was exactly the case. Picked up about 2 yards on the play.
Defense will do everything they can to strip the ball. A second down and 7 for the Eagles. Ball on about the 37-yard line.
Cats need to come up with a big play right here.
Another handoff. Oh, a little trick play around left side. That's Thomas coming around. He's being tackled from behind down the 40-41. It's going to be short of a first down.
Yeah, looks like he's going to be about 5 short.
He got Harden in on the tackle for the Cats. A name you hear a lot about.
Harden going over and smacking Thomas on the side saying good run.
Third down and 5. Big stop right here would be nice for the Cats. They've let the Eagles continue these drives by making the third and fourth down conversion so far this evening. Under 2 minutes to play in the first period. One man in motion. Off to the right side. He's got a man open. It's complete. Got some room across about the 48-yard line. It'll be enough for a Joplin first down.
It looked like that was Thomas up right in the middle. He was just inside the in front of the linebackers when he made that play.
Rose can zip that ball in there. He has a good arm. First and 10 Joplin in their own 49-yard line. And a handoff once again to the right side. A gain of about 3 on the play, 4 maybe. That's number 21, Jones, the running back.
He was initially hit in there by Brody Crane and knocked Crane back a little bit. That just tells you how tough that young man is.
He is Crane and Brock Pyle. You know, they're short and stocky, and they love to hit on the football field. Clock winding down, right at a minute to go in this first period. Joplin on top, 7-0. Cats haven't done anything in their first 2 initial drives. Been forced to punt. Throw off to the right side. This is to Jones. He's got some room across the 40. Down to about the 39-yard line of Neosho.
Yeah, Caden Smith is getting up just a little bit gingerly after that. He had to fight off a blocker in order to make that tackle.
He was hit on the right side. First and 10 Joplin. And the ball, they'll spot it on the 38-yard line. Clock winding down. Oh, ball loose. Let's see who fell on it.
Well, I think Joplin fell on it, but boy, that ball jumped way up in the air. I'm not sure what happened, but
thought a cat was in there, but
On the play, recovered by the Eagles.
the Eagles recover, and that's going to be the last play, it looks like, of this first period. They're going to let the clock wind down. Let's take a timeout. Our score after 1 period, Joplin 7, Neosho nothing. You're in tune to the KNEO Wildcat Sports Network.
Family Market, located at 201 North Neosho Boulevard, is your friendly hometown grocery store with delicious deli and the best selection of fresh meats and beautiful produce. Family Market can also take care of all your catering needs. Whether your upcoming event is big or small, Family Market can handle it all. Call 451-0057. That's 451-0057. Check out the Family Market Facebook page for weekly specials. Go Wildcats from Family Market of Neosho.
I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent. I'm for working hard for what you get and then protecting what you've got. Your home, your vehicles, your life. I'm for making an honest living and taking pride in what you do, and for giving back to the community I call home. I'm for serving my clients with the respect and dignity you would expect from the farmers that started this company. And though I know you probably hope you never need me, I'm here for you when you do. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and if you're a Missourian, I'm for you.
I am
Welcome back to Joplin Jung Stadium. The Wildcats against the Joplin Eagles. Joplin's up by a score of 7-0, and they're on their 40-yard line, and they're marching. Jim?
Rose in the backfield, one man in motion. Jones in the backfield, handoff. No, they fake the handoff. The rolls to the left. He's got a man open. That's Jasper, the big tight end. He takes it all the way down to the 20-yard line. A nice pickup of about 18 yards. Nice pass play. Good fake in the backfield.
Well, the thing about that pass play was Jones used the size of Jasper that time and got it up in the air where it was hard for anybody else to catch it.
Cats are on their heels right now. They need to put a stop. They spot the ball right at the 20. Good pickup for the Eagles. One man in motion coming across the backfield. And handoff up the middle's got some room down to the 10.
That's Thomas.
All the way down to the 10. And
it was Jones, I'm sorry. That was Jones.
Be first and goal. No, this was just short. Let's see where they spot it. No, it will be. It is a first down. It'll be first and goal for the Eagles from the 10-yard line.
First and goal for Joplin.
Here comes Rose, handoff to Jones on the right side, running right down to the 5. Inside the 5, maybe down to about the 3 before he's pushed back by some angry Wildcats.
Yeah, there's a flag on the play.
Trey Hardin and Brody Crane on the tackle.
It's right in the middle of the field. Let's see what the call may be.
Hardin and Crane on the tackle.
It'll be a hold. It's a 10-yard penalty against the Eagles, so that'll push him back. That's how he was able to scamper in about 6 or 7 yards
yes,
up the middle.
Repeat the down, 10-yard penalty.
10-yard penalty. That's what we need, John, is a microphone on the referees.
Boy, isn't that the truth?
It makes a world of difference. It's still...
Looks like it's first and 20.
Yeah, the ball on the 18-yard line. It's goal territory. Pitch back. Oh, almost. Did it knock it loose?
It knocked it loose.
It's Wildcat ball. Yeah, Cats get it. On the turnover, on the 18-yard line. They tried a little pitch out on the sweep. Knocked the ball, batted it up in the air, and the Cats recover.
Well, McGahee was the one that got over there and batted it up in the air. I couldn't see who recovered it.
It's hard to see. We're looking through some dark glass here in the press box. Sam, our cameraman's the only one that has a good seat up here at Junk Stadium tonight. First and 10 Cats. What a turnover, and that's what the Cats need. They'll take the ball over on the 20-yard line. There's the first pass of the evening. It's a little low. It's complete off to the far side.
It looks like that was complete to...
Number 6, that's Patterson.
I believe that's Patterson. I couldn't tell for sure, but that looks like that's what he would do, right?
It's, John, you have a disadvantage. It's hard to see through that glass right there.
Clark makes the tackle for Joplin.
Second down and 6 for the Wildcats. The handoff to Welch. Up the middle's got some room across the 25, the 35-yard line. A good pickup of about 10 yards on that play.
Denver Welch on the carry.
And they'll...
Hazelwood makes the tackle.
That does help. But, if we turn the lights off, guys, then we can't really see what our facts and figures here. First and 10, Cats. Another handoff up the middle. Welch has got some room up to about the 45-yard line. A good pickup of about 8 yards on the play.
Well, I tell you what, that was Rome that time.
Rome is in place of Welch.
Yes, he is. He took that ball, and that opened up a nice hole, so maybe the Cats' offensive line is getting ready to gin.
Second and 2, another handoff. No, he's going to throw this time. He's looking deep. He's got a man. Nope. Intended for number...
that's Soriano, I believe.
Is this number 2?
Yeah,
no,
it was.
Number 1.
Yeah, okay, then that was
Hudson Williams.
I'm just kind of guessing where they are. It's hard to see, but if Hudson Williams, you're right, and he overthrew him by about 15 yards.
He did.
But that just shows you that Kevin can throw the ball. Third and about 2.
We need a first down to keep this drive alive. 2 men in the backfield along with Kivett. 1 here on the far side. They're going to hand it off right up the middle. He's hit right at the line of scrimmage. It's going to be close. See where they give the forward progress.
I'm not sure this is not going to be 4-down territory for the Cats.
It is. They say it's 4th down. Ball spotted on about the 48-yard line. It is so close. They're going to call for a measurement right now. Official timeout.
Officials timeout.
Do want to thank all our sponsors for making this game possible tonight.
Yeah, we really do. First Community Bank of Neosho, the Specialty Risk Insurance, Crowder College, Missouri Southern State University, Southwest Missouri Bank as well. We want to thank all of those sponsors for helping us out. And it looks like, Jim, maybe the Cats have got it. We'll see.
It's going to be close. No, if it's short, maybe. It is
no, it's a first down, yeah.
Nose of the ball right there at the chain mark, and so it is a first down. Good run by the Cats. Keep this drive alive.
Well, the angle that we've got is different than the officials, and I'm glad because we looked like it had not made it that time.
9:15 to go in the second period. Fast running ball game. A lot of runs in the game. Not much passing from either team. Joplin on top, 7-0. This is another important game in the COC. Kivett in the backfield, one man. He's going to keep it himself. Runs right side. He's going nowhere. Maybe a gain of about 1 off right tackle.
Yeah, maybe.
Chase Kivett on the quarterback keeper. Tackle made by Neil Barstow.
Barstow on the tackle for the Eagles.
Gain of 1. Second down and 9.
You could probably hear on our Nat Sound mic, Kevin Welch, the public address announcer, doing a good job. He called Joplin Eagle games for almost 30 years. He just does public address for the high school. Here's another quarterback keeper. He spins and moves, maybe about 4 on the play. A nice little pickup by Kivett.
Yeah, that's going to make that third down a little bit more manageable. Looks like it's going to be about 4.
John, when they attempt to pass, the timing is just not there. You know, I mean, they've got some low snaps and no one is open. He has some good receivers. They'll put a man out wide, 2 out the top, 1 down low.
Soriano's down here by himself.
Oh, he's got some room. There's some good room, and Welch on the move. He's still on his feet down to the 25-yard line. What a nice pickup of about 18 yards off right tackle. He slipped through the line, found some room, and bounced off a couple of tackles and wound up at the 25-yard line.
Well, kudos to the offensive line for opening it up for him, but that last 7 yards was Denver Welch. He carried 2 defenders with him.
Cats need to get back in the game here. Clock running, 7:30 to go. They're on the move, 1st and 10. From the 25-yard line. Hand off to the right side. Another nice pickup of 5 yards by Welch. He's like a ping pong ball out there, John. He's just bouncing back and forth and finding an open hole and scoots through it.
Yeah, here comes Big Everson Tomlinson in, and looks like that we'll go back to 1 back set.
Welch in the backfield. Kivett, the quarterback.
Trey Harden in the ball game for the Cats, and he's going to be wide receiver on the far side with Boston Patterson.
They'll use him various positions. They're throwing it. It's hit the dirt. Intended off the right side to Patterson. Something's just not right with Kivett tonight on his throws.
Yeah, that ball was low coming to him to begin with, but Patterson was open, that was for sure. So,
well, this is definitely 4th down territory, John. You've got him down deep. It's ball on the 20-yard line, 3rd and 5. Cats in the backfield. He's going to hand it off the right side. Oh, so close.
Well, he's going to be right up there against it, yes, sir.
See where they mark it. Very close. I think he's short. The referee's got the fist up. That means 4th down. And it is still short yardage. Well, they'll give him about a yard, maybe 2. They're going to go for it. 4th and 2 for the Cats on the 17-yard line.
And look for Joplin to dial up a stunt right here.
They've got everybody.
They've got an extra man down, yeah.
They're in the box. They're going to stop the run if they can. And here comes Welch. Oh!
And he's got it, I believe.
Let's see where I think he's going to be short.
I think they're going to have to spot it. He may be going to.
Yeah, he's short by inches. And the turnover, and they give it back to Joplin. Ball stopped on the 16-yard line. Good effort, but Joplin was ready defensively. So missed opportunity for the Cats here midway through the second period. We knew this was going to be a tough ball game, John.
Yeah, we did. We did. And right now, defense is going to have to make a play. If we get the defense to make a play, we can turn this ball game around.
1st and 10, Joplin from the 16-yard line. One man in the backfield. That's Jones. Handoff right up the middle. He cuts left side. Nice hit by the Wildcats.
Yeah, he
pushed him back to the 15. A loss of about 1.
Jordan Jones, the ball carrier. Bryce Warren makes the tackle.
Well, if the Cats can put a stop and get the ball back.
Second down and 10.
Warren in there on the tackle that time. This would be a good time to stop. There is 5 minutes and 44 seconds left in the first half.
2nd down and 10 for the Eagles. He's back to throw. Rose
He's
looking
gonna
for
air it
somebody. He's
out.
got some room. He's being flushed out. He's got one man open, overthrown. Intended on the near side of the field. Nobody there.
Well, I tell you what, Brody Crane was kind of in no man's land right there. He had his man, he had to defend, but he was looking to see if quarterback was going to run the ball or not. And at the last minute, Rose decided to throw it and just kind of lobbed it out of bounds.
Important play right here for the Cats. They need to put a stop, force a punt, get the ball back, and put it to the house. Here's the handoff. No, he's back to throw again. He wants to go deep. He's being flushed out. He's got a man open. It's intercepted by the Cats at the 30. Down to the 25, the 20. It's Patterson. He's down to the 15, 10, 5. Hit touchdown, Wildcats. What a nice effort. 35-yard pick 6 for the Cats.
That's what we were waiting on. We were waiting on Boston Patterson. He has changed the tenor of every ball game that we've played up to this point, and he intercepted that ball, and I thought he was going to run as far this way as east and west as he did north and south, but he cut back across and got the score.
Nice run back, and looked like they had the angle on him, and he just kind of squeezed through. Nice play by the Cats, and they quickly score. Rose was flushed out of the pocket, going deep, and the pass was just underthrown right into the hands of Boston Patterson.
Will Ebbinghaus, the soccer player, is on for the PAT.
These are so important, these extra points. Joplin, I should say Neosho soccer last night took on the Republic Tigers at home at the Marion Family Complex. Here's the extra point coming. Snap is down, the kick is up. It's good. We have a tie ball game. It's all new at 5:14 to go in the second quarter. We're tied up. Joplin 7, Neosho 7. You're in tune to the KNEO Wildcat Sports Network.
Clark Funeral Homes with 2 locations, 312 South Wood Street in Neosho and Highway B at Highway 86 in Granby, is proud to be a part of these local communities. Established in 1890, they specialize in a variety of funeral service options, including traditional cremation and graveside services. They also offer monuments. Clark Funeral Homes, 417-451-2345 or online at clarkfuneralhomes.com, a sponsor of KNEO and Neosho Wildcat Sports Network.
Welcome back to Giants Stadium. The score is tied. There is 5 minutes and 14 seconds left, and the score is tied because of an interception by Boston Patterson. And he ran it back, what, Jim, 40 yards for a touchdown?
I've got him down 35 yards, and that could be the spark the Cats need defensively.
Looks
Put a stop to the Eagles. They have had a lot of success stopping the run. It's been the pass has been the problem so far tonight, but that one was unsuccessful.
Devin Thomas, go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, that's fine.
Devin Thomas is back to receive the ball, as is number 20, Jamon Burrell.
And here comes the kick. It's a low kick, taken on the 15-yard line across the 20, 25, 30, 35, and brought down on about the 37. So the Eagles will start with good field position with 5:08 to go in the second period.
Jackson Ertl in on the tackle that time. That's something we need to see. He need to make his presence known. That's a second big tackle he's had.
At the 37-yard line.
37-yard line, 1st and 10, Joplin.
I think the pressure that we put on Rose that time had a lot to do with that pass because it was miserably underthrown.
Because in previous times on the pass attempts, he had plenty of room. to throw the ball, but they've had success in little trick plays. See what's in store. It's a handoff right up the middle. This time to Jones. He was hit for no gain right at the line of scrimmage.
He was hit by 3 Wildcats that time, number 87 or 78, and that was Matthew Scott. The senior's back in the ball game for the Cats.
And who? Tell me 75.
75 is Everett Tomlinson.
He is a big young man. You're not going to move him out of the way.
Yeah, it's you know, he's been without his services the last 2 ball games. It's good to see him back in the mix.
Rose back, 2 men in the backfield. They're going to hand off again. Coming around, he's got some Cats on him. Jones going nowhere, pushed out of bounds here on the near side of the field. A gain of about 1.
Jordan Jones again, the ball carrier.
And the clock will continue to run. He stayed in bounds.
Linebacker sophomore Kobe McGehee of that time ran him out of bounds.
3rd down and 8 for the Eagles.
Boston Patterson on the tackle. It's a gain of 2. 3rd down and 8.
Clock is running down to 4:05. See if the Cats can put a stop. He's back to throw. He's got a man open. He's looking deep. He's got, oh, what a nice pass. And hit hard. A pickup of about 15 yards. I don't know how he hung onto that ball. That's number 3. That's Royal.
And he got hit hard by Kenton Smith that time. You're right. I don't know how he held onto the ball either.
He had several Cats around him. He was immediately hit, but it's a 1st down for the Joplin Eagles inside Neosho territory. They'll spot it at about the 48-yard line. Clock is running. 3:45 to go. Tie ball game, 7 apiece. Hand off right side. Here comes Jones. Trying to find some room, and he's thrown down by Harden.
Nice job by Harden that time.
Nice play.
That play is on and may have thrown him for a yard or 2 lost, depending on where they put it.
Forward progress. They're saying up to the, they'll give him 1 yard on the play, up to the 45-yard line. Clock still running. Joplin would like to run the clock down and try to score, but Neosho has second thoughts about that. 2nd down, Rose back to throw. He's being swarmed. Oh, let's see. Oh, he's got,
got him. Nice job.
Incomplete. Let's see if he was in the grasp or not. Incomplete. He got it away.
It was a nice job by Trey Harden that time. He just about had him.
He was all over Daniel Rose. It'll bring 3rd down and 9. For Joplin. You know they'll be throwing on this. The ball spotted on the 46-yard line.
The linebackers are doing a nice job of stunning and putting a lot of pressure on.
Thomas in motion, set. He's back. He's going to throw again. He's trying to find somebody open. He's going to be flushed out. He's got a man open. Oh!
He's knocked out of bounds, and he did not get it. Nice job by Soriano.
Very good on the far side of the field. Nice play, Cats. 2:54 to go in the 2nd period. Cats hold. Cats defense coming alive here on these last 2 drives. Especially with the pick 6 by Patterson coming at the 5:14 mark. Joplin forced to punt. They'll be punting from the 45-yard line. 1 man deep for Neosho.
Neil Barstow is punting the ball for Joplin. He'll punt it to Boston Patterson.
And the kick is good. Good hang time. He's going to probably call for a fair catch, and he does at the 20-yard line that's Patterson. And that's where the Cats will take over. 1st and 10.
Tell you what, Jim, that was a nice job of focus by Patterson because he had a Joplin Eagle right there on him. In fact, I thought he was all going to push him out of the way so he could make the fair catch.
He has to catch it. If he would have fumbled, they would have been right there to recover. 1st and 10 Cats. They have 80 yards to get the lead. See what they can do. They've had a lot of success tonight on the ground, not much so in the passing attack. I don't think they've completed a pass yet, John.
No, they haven't.
And here comes Kivett. He's going to run. He's got a little bit of room. Maybe about 3 off the right tackle. A hole quickly closed.
Barstow makes the tackle for Joplin.
Barstow, the tackler for the Eagles.
2nd down and 8.
Clock running. 2:30 to go before halftime. A very quick first half here at Jung Stadium in Joplin, Missouri. He throws off to the right side. He's got some room. That's Patterson. He's pushed around. He breaks loose at about the 25. Not much of a gain.
Well, I'll tell you what, that was a great extra effort by Boston Patterson that time, because I'm not sure he didn't have a defender hanging on him when he caught that ball.
Patterson we've seen him kind of grow up over the years, John. He was about our size when he started, and he's 6'3", and very strong young man. 3rd down and 6 for the Cats.
Yeah, Soriano and Williams over on this side.
Kivett wants to throw. He's got a man open. It's enough. It's to Patterson.
And he stepped out of bounds.
And
let's stop the clock.
Yep. But it's enough for a Wildcat first down. Ball spotted on the 32. That keeps the drive alive. They'll try to preserve as much time as they can. Both teams have all 3 of their timeouts.
2 minutes and 12 seconds left in the half.
1st and 10 Cats. Here comes Kivett up the middle. He's swarmed. He's brought down. Not much of a gain, maybe a half a yard. He's not having the success tonight, John, as he did last week against the Willard Tigers.
Well, there's no doubt about that. And Willard will come to Joplin, I think, next week, and we'll see how that ends up. But he has had a couple of passes that has got to help him a little bit.
He's going deep. He's gone overthrown. The receiver just kind of gave up. That was Patterson.
Yeah, that was Patterson, and that ball was thrown a long ways.
Good defensive move by the Eagles. Brings up 3rd and long, 3rd and 9. See what the Cats can do. Timing is just not there with the passing game tonight. I'm sure Coach Taddy will get that figured out at halftime. 1:44 to go.
Give it an empty backfield.
It's incomplete, intended on the far side. To Patterson again. That'll bring up 4th down, and the Cats will be forced to punt. 4th and long, 4th and 9 for the Cats. Ball on the 32-yard line. They'll be kicking from around their 20, so the Eagles will get one more opportunity to try to punch it in.
Freshman Dane Arthur punting the ball. Ooh, that's a nice ball.
Barely got it away, a good punt. And they'll fair catch it, and they'll down it on the 33-yard line, and that's where the Joplin Eagles will take over. Minute 34 to go before the half.
At their own 32-yard line.
See what Coach Jasper would like to do. Both teams would like to have an advantage going in at halftime. But the Cats have been playing good defense. Last 2 series have held. 1st and 10, Daniel Rose, the quarterback, 1 man deep. That's young Mr. Jones in the backfield with Rose. He's back, he wants to throw, got a man open for short yardage. Pushed out of bounds on the far side of the field. Patterson in on the play, knocks him out on about the 42, gain of 8. Clock stopped momentarily.
Carthage is up on Republic in the second quarter by a score of 21-0. The score here, of course, is tied. And Webb City is up on Willard second quarter, 21-0.
Second down and short yardage. They'll run with Jones. He's got some room. He's going to be down to the 35, the 34. Nice run of about 16 yards by Jones, and the clock will stop. That's what. Still a lot of yardage to go for the. They'll take a timeout on the field. John will do the same, and we'll be back after this on the KNEO Wildcat Sports Network.
We all have those days where we don't want to get up. But when we have true discipline and choose to rise up, we become the best version of ourselves. To start your journey today, visit risefitnesscenter.com.
Welcome back to Joplin. We're at Jung Stadium. There is a minute and 23 seconds left. A timeout has been called, and the Eagles are going to come out, and they're going to set up He got a first down on looks like about the 43-yard line, Jim.
Well, the Cats need to put a stop to this right now. They don't want to go down into the locker room down a few points. Rose in the backfield. Jones, lone man, I formation. And they'll hand it off. He's got some room across the 40. He's going to be, he breaks the tackle. He's got some room down the side. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 20. Nice run by Jones. Pick up of about 19 yards.
Thought we had him at the line of scrimmage, but he just kind of juked his way out of that and went on down. It's going to be a first down. Joplin Eagles on the 20-yard line with 1:15 left in the half.
Clock is stopped momentarily. Joplin on the march. One man in motion. That's Thomas. Off to the right side. It's a handoff, this time to Thomas. He's got some room. He slips through down to the 5-yard line. Good game. Very close to another first down.
Bryce Warren makes the tackle.
They'll milk this clock. We're under a minute to go.
That's another Joplin Eagle.
And the clock is running. First and goal for the Eagles. And they move it around the right side. He's got some room. He's knocked down at about the 3. Good run off right tackle. Cats were ready for that.
Brody Crane makes the tackle.
There's Brody Crane in on the tackle for the Cats.
Gain of 7. Third down and goal.
Third down and goal. Good. And the handoff to Jones. He's tripped up. See if he bounces around. Very close to a touchdown. Joplin signaling yes.
Eagles are signaling yes. There's been yet an umpire. No.
Nope. Timeout, Joplin. They'll take a quick timeout. They're down to about the 1-yard line. 17 seconds to go.
That's their second timeout.
Second timeout. They'll just kind of work things over. Neosho has done a good job tonight defensively.
Well, I tell you what, if the Cats can go in without Joplin scoring at halftime, that's kind of a victory in itself, Jim.
It certainly would be. We've seen that against Lebanon this year, where they've had some good goal line stances. But this is a different ball club, and Joplin has several good weapons to utilize tonight. A couple of good receivers, tight ends, and lone back. So they can mix it up from time to time.
We want to thank Josh Dodson. He is our Farm Bureau agent, the Calvary Baptist Church, Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, Neosho Daily News, Crowder College, Eric Norris, he's your State Farm agent, Joe Ringstaff, he's your financial advisor at Edward Jones, and First Free Will Baptist Church of Neosho for sponsoring us.
Okay, third down and short yardage. 17 seconds to go. Joplin knocking at the door, trying to get in the house. And one man in motion, handoff to touchdown, Joplin. And that's number 21, Jones.
Well, they had a little misdirection that time going that way, and Jones just kind of stepped over the top of the line and walked in for the touchdown.
1-yard TD run by Jones. And so it looks like Joplin will probably have the lead here at halftime. Right at 15 seconds to go. Here comes the extra point attempt. Snap is down, the kick is up. And the kick.
Out of the hold of Jordan Bozar.
It's good. It took a while to make the official announcement. Our score with 15 seconds to go before the half. Joplin 14, Neosho 7. We'll return after this on the KNEO Wildcat Sports Network.
Today's Wildcat game is brought to you by Edgewood Bowling Center of Neosho, Missouri. Located at 2811 Gardner Edgewood Drive, they now have new synthetic lanes for adult and children bowling leagues and a smoke-free environment. They also have a certified pro shop and hosting for private parties. They offer Cosmic Glow Bowling on Fridays and Saturdays after 8 p.m. To learn more about Edgewood Bowling Center and their leagues for adults and children, the phone number is 417-451-4505.
Welcome back to Jung Stadium. 14.9 seconds left. Joplin goes up over the Cats by a score of 14-7, and they'll be kicking off to the Cats.
We'll see what the Cats can do here. 15 seconds. We know the Chiefs can do that in 13 seconds, but
they can.
This is a different ball game.
Stay tuned for our halftime show, which is brought to you by Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, and we'll have a summary of the ball game up to this point, plus some scores around the area.
And the kick, it's a short one. It's going to be taken on about the 36-yard line. They down it. Clock did not run.
Canton Smith did a nice job of, instead of trying to run that ball down, downing it right there on the spot, so the Cats have still got really good field position.
See what the Cats can do. They might try to air it out here. See what, they've got 4 shots at it. 36-yard line, 1st and 10, Cats. Kivett still in at quarterback. He's going back. He throws off to Welch out of the backfield. He's got some room, the 40, 45, up to about the 50. Inside Joplin territory, down to the 48-yard line. Nice pickup of about 17 yards.
Now there was Coach Towdy running down the sidelines, hollering, timeout, timeout, timeout. Finally got the officials' attention. There's about 6 seconds left.
Well, they'll do the Hail Mary right about now to see how far they can heave it. We saw last week, we know Kivett has an arm, but if our receivers can get open, anything can happen.
Well, that was a nice job. Once again, every pass that Kivett makes, and he hasn't made a lot of them, every one that he completes like that has got to be building confidence, and throwing the ball over to Denver just seemed like the appropriate thing to do. He's the one that is the horse for us right now, and he's the one who picked up the yardage.
They had success last week just running out, back out of the backfield. Little toss-out flare pass. And worked well last week, and try it again. That was a good pickup. Down to the 47-yard line. 1st and 10 Cats. 6 seconds left before halftime. Joplin on top, 14-7.
Well, we have got trips. No, we've got 4 wideouts on this side and 1 on the other side, and Kivett in an empty backfield.
Anything could happen. Kivett's got some room. He's going to run. He's going to run off to the 40, down to the 35. He's going to be...
Got out of bounds, but that's going to be
didn't get out of bounds in time. It is halftime at Joplin, where the Eagles lead the Wildcats 14-7. We'll take a timeout and return later here on the KNEO Wildcat Sports Network.
KNEO would like to thank the Big Nickel for sponsoring this portion of broadcasting on 91.7 FM. The Big Nickel is an advertising shopper for thousands of different items, from automobiles and livestock to help wanted and real estate. It covers a 70-mile radius in the 4-state area and is available in area businesses each week. Located at 1931 East 20th Street, Suite 103 in Joplin, Missouri. Their telephone number is 417-624-4100.
Welcome back to Jung Field. It is halftime, and Jim, the Cats had a couple of pretty good plays there at the end of the half with about 13 seconds left. Hopefully that'll give us a little bit of confidence, but up to this point, it's been all defense for the Cats. In fact, there was an intercepted pass by Boston Patterson and a score.
It's 14-7 in favor of Joplin. You talk about defense. Neosho has been on the field far too long defensively tonight. They've done a good job, but Joplin has found a way to keep the chains moving on 3rd and long yardage. They either throw a pass or have a good run, and that has been the nemesis of the Wildcats so far this evening. But the pick six coming, the score for Neosho coming at the 5:14 mark in the second period. Blaine Patterson ran the ball back 35 yards for a nice touchdown. Boston Patterson, Blaine's his brother, I'm sorry, and picked up the TD. Joplin, meanwhile, scored in the first period at the 5:21 mark on a 5-yard run by Jones. And then with 15 seconds left in the half, Jones again for a 1-yard run off right tackle. Well, that's the way the scoring stands right now at halftime. It's homecoming, as you can tell. A lot of noise and a lot of music, loud music here. We're kind of underneath one of the PA speakers.
So we'll take time out for the halftime show, which is being brought to you by Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Then we'll be back with some scores and talk a little more about the ball game before the half starts.
In the
midst of a changing world stands the unchanging and unchangeable Christ. He is the same, the Bible says, yesterday, today, and forever.
Billy Graham.
In this day of relativism, cynicism, and agnosticism, what a faith we have to believe and to proclaim. We believe and we proclaim that Jesus died for our sins according to the Scriptures, and that He rose again according to the Scriptures.
And anyone who believes that is told in Scripture to go and make disciples of all nations. How are you in doing that? In sharing with your friends and family the hope, peace, and forgiveness that Jesus offers.
Christ died as the representative of guilty men. It is in His death that we find the healing of the nations. This is the only way that any man can ever be saved.
Learn more about sharing your faith in Christ at findpeacewithgod.net. That's findpeacewithgod.net. We're the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
KNEO would like to thank the Big Nickel for sponsoring this portion of broadcasting on 91.7 FM. The Big Nickel is an advertising shopper for thousands of different items, from automobiles and livestock to help wanted and real estate. It covers a 70-mile radius in the 4-state area and is available in area businesses each week. Located at 2918 East 20th Street in Joplin, Missouri. Their telephone number is 417-624-4100.
The Wildcat Minute is sponsored by Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the official sports medicine provider of the Neosho Wildcats.
Welcome to this version of the Wildcat Minute. I'm John Ball, and we have the head cross-country coach, Leah Roeder, with us. Coach, thanks so much for being with us today.
Thank you so much for allowing me to talk about our program.
Yeah, let's talk about the program. We are one of the only schools around that actually has their own course, right?
Yes, and we had a 2-mile course. We didn't end up running it this year. We actually ended up running in Carthage or Joplin. But we do plan to have a 5K course next year, hopefully at the golf course, or we can make our own at the junior high.
Well, what a great opportunity to do either one. In fact, just have your own course here in town rather than having to go out to Crowder and run the streets and things like that, right?
Yes, and hopefully we have a lot more spectators visiting and cheering on our runners when we have a home meet.
Well, let's talk about your program a little bit. How many people do you have out this year?
So our kiddos were able to recruit 25 boys in total and 11 girls.
Wow.
Last year, before I started, they had 10 boys and 1 girl. So this is definitely going to be a few years of building the program.
Well, it is, but I tell you what, your kids, as you said, they go recruit themselves. They're just, people just see them running up and down the roads in Neosho, and that's pretty good in itself, isn't it?
Yes. So I love running, so I'm trying to recruit some of my PE girls, because for some reason there's a disconnect, and people don't enjoy running, so we're trying to flip the script. We try to make practice fun, but also we have donut parties, ice cream parties after a hard workout. We'll go and play volleyball after practice just to have that team culture and have kids want to join.
Well, obviously, wanting to join means more participation, and more participation means you see more people and you get to run different courses, right?
Yes. And with more participations on our team, we have more competitiveness because you can only run 7 kids in a varsity race. So you have to earn that spot, and so it becomes a lot more competitive.
Okay, well, what do you have, like, I guess the word would be runoffs?
So in practice, to decide who runs at the first meet for varsity, it would decide on time at our speed workout. So if we did 3 1-mile repeats, it would be the fastest 3-mile times would decide who runs varsity. And then from then on, we go based off of the race from the previous week.
Okay, now most of the matches you have, are they all in the COC?
Yes. We do have some that are in like McDonald County and East Newton, but most of we stay within COC.
Okay, and you actually have a district meet, is that right?
Yes, that is November 2nd in Bolivar.
Okay, in Bolivar, Missouri. Okay, what a great place to be. And the kids, once they run cross-country, do they just transition over into track? Do they spend a little time, or do they continue to run throughout the year?
Most kids will take about 2-3 weeks off and rest and then transition into track. There are some of my runners who are already saying, I'm not taking a break, I'm just going to run straight through the year and be ready for track season.
Okay, well, cross country has been one of those sports that, not like football or basketball, they hadn't been around for a long time, but just in the past few years. What about spectators? Do you get a lot of people to come out and watch your kids run?
Right now, it's usually just the parents of the kids that are running. We don't have a lot of school support since it is far away for spectators. It'd be cool if we could get a pep bus to a cross-country meet for our kids to have support.
Now, how many more meets do you have before you go to the district?
We have 2 more meets. We have a meet this Saturday, October 19th, in East Newton. Girls race at 8:30, boys race at 9. And then we have our COC meet in Nixa on the 19th.
Okay. All right. Well, Coach, thank you so much for spending a little bit of time with us, and maybe there's an opportunity for us to visit with you again a little bit later on, maybe after district is over with, so we can talk about how the team did and what happened.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for taking time and talking about the cross-country team.
You bet. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you for listening to the Wildcat Minute, sponsored by Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the official sports medicine provider of the Neosho Wildcats.
A proud supporter of local high school athletics is Numac Electric. Serving Newton and McDonald County, they provide power for area homes and businesses and want to wish all the athletes much success throughout the season. For online bill pay and account information, the website is numac.com or 417-451-1515. Numac Electric, proudly serving Newton and McDonald County, where their slogan is Your Touchstone Energy Partner.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
A nonprofit organization, a sponsor of high school sports.
It's time for the Freeman Sports Health Minute. The Freeman Sports Team is proud to serve as the official sports medicine provider for over 20 area high schools and colleges.
Welcome to another Health Minute here on KNEO. We have Dave Compton with us. He is an athletic trainer with Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Today, talking about thumb and hand injuries.
Injuries to the hand and wrist in sports, especially football, are pretty common, but they're often overlooked. They're often discounted. They don't get the respect like the shoulders and the knee injuries do. Athletes and coaches tend to say it's just a finger, and it's not just a finger. Jammed fingers are actually a sprain to the joint. They can actually be splinted for a short time, and the athletes usually can play through these. They may buddy tape the fingers for support. Jammed fingers, you do not need to yank or jerk on them. Sometimes that can make the injury worse, but you often see athletes doing that when they get to the sidelines. They want to yank or jerk on that joint because they feel like it's, quote, jammed. But it's actually a sprain on the ligaments on the sides of the joints of the fingers. Dislocated joints need to be x-rayed. Athletes sometimes will reduce them, or a coach or a trainer can actually reduce them and they can go ahead and play through them. But they need a follow-up evaluation just to make sure that that joint ligament or tendon structure hasn't been ruptured.
For the Freeman Sports Health Minute, I'm Adam Winkler.
This portion of the game is sponsored by First Community Bank, with 2 Neosho locations, 111 East Main Street and 3005 Gardner Edgewood Drive. For personal or business banking services or for loan information, their phone number is 451-3222 or 451-2025 or online at firstcommunity.net. First Community Bank, where their slogan is, where community comes first. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Happy Egg, based out of Rogers, Arkansas, has been a local business for many years with their free-range farms. They are now taking applications for prospective growers to raise hens. If you have 10 acres of land and are interested in learning more information about becoming a Happy Egg grower, their website is happyegg.com/grower or by phone at 479-925-8855. A supporter of community broadcasting on KNEO.
Bubba Stallcup is a self-proclaimed nerd. He uses online video games to tell other gamers about Jesus Christ.
I had this epiphany where God kind of got a hold of me and he said, hey, you can do nothing while you're doing nothing. You can just play games and just veg out, or you can do something while you're doing nothing.
Bubba's approach may seem unusual, but Billy Graham often spoke about the importance of spreading the gospel in as many ways as possible.
We see evangelism as the whole gospel taken to the whole world by the whole church that uses the whole range of possible methods. And you know, this world today is dying for a little bit of hope. Go ye therefore and teach all nations, said Jesus.
If you'd like some help in knowing how to share your faith, visit us online at Find.
And welcome back to Jum Stadium in Joplin, Missouri. It is still halftime, and you see the Joplin band out there. But, Jim, we've got enough time to talk about the last couple of plays of the ball game. And for the Neosho Wildcats, were probably a couple of the biggest gainers that we've had all night long.
Two big gains, and to finish the half, Kivett ran for about 18 yards. He wanted to throw downfield. He had four receivers here down low, but no one was open, and he just took off, and they were ready. We do have some halftime scores. It's halftime around the COC. Carthage leading Republic 21-7. Whip City all over Willard 21-0 in the second period. Glendale and Ozark are tied up in the first quarter. Nixa leading Waynesville 14-0. That's late in the first quarter. And Lebanon leading Kickapoo 21-7 starting in the second period.
Over the Big 8, the Hound Dogs from Aurora at halftime have got the lead over the East Newton Patriots by a score of 7-0. The Seneca Indians at their halftime and their homecoming are up over the McDonald County Mustangs by a score of 35-7. Nevada Tigers over the Cassville Wildcats 14-7 at halftime. And Lamar Tigers, who've had a rough go of it this year, 22. Monet Cubs 14. And then we've got the Parkview Vikings in a crossover game against Mount Vernon Mountaineers. Mountaineers in the second period are up 21-0.
In the Ozark Mountain Conference tonight for the lead in the conference play, it's Branson all over Carl Junction 28-0. That's right before the half. Bolivar on top of Hillcrest. No, Bolivar and Hillcrest tied at 0 across, and the other scores have yet to come in on West Plains, Popular Bluff, and Marshfield and Logan Rogersville.
Well, I tell you what, the Cats are going to come back, and we'll have to kick off because Joplin will get the ball. But I've just got a feeling, Jim, that the offense is getting ready to gin. The defense has done a great job. You can't say enough about them. They've come really close to making a stand and getting the four and out a couple of times. It just hasn't happened, but we're giving Joplin all they want and then some. Joplin only being able to score the go-ahead touchdown with, as we said, 56 seconds left in the first half.
You're absolutely right. Joplin will have a third and 8, and long third down play, and they find a way to move the chains, and that's kept the ball moving down the field. And that's where we stand right now at halftime. Joplin 14, Neosho 7. Nothing offensively to score for Neosho. They pick 6 from Boston Patterson, who ran it back 35 yards, intercepted Daniel Rose down the right side. He ran it across the field. He ran more than 50, 60 yards, weaving in and out of traffic to score that lone touchdown for the Cats, and that came late in the second period, actually at the 5:14 mark in the second. Other two scores, one coming in the first quarter for Joplin, the other right before half. So Joplin is happy at halftime, but watch out because the Cats will probably have a trick or two up their sleeve here in the second half.
Well, one of the things that we know about the Cats, they go in at halftime and they have the ability to make the adjustments they need to make, and I bet we're going to see a completely different Cat team when they come out. I will tell you that Mr. Jones is all advertised as he's advertised to be, isn't he, for Joplin? He had 141 yards rushing against Carthage last week, and he is most definitely the workhorse, the go-to guy here. So between him and Rose being able to do what he has done in the backfield, but one of the things I have noticed, we put a little bit of pressure on him, and he floats the ball out there and doesn't have quite the zip on it.
No, he sure does not, and Jones has done well. He hasn't had much success tonight running up the middle. He's running on the end, and he's had a little more success coming around the right side, but he has scored the 2 lone touchdowns for the Joplin Eagles so far in this ball game.
We've got about 3 minutes and 10 seconds left before we start the second half. The Cats are not out just yet. Why don't we take a 2-minute timeout, and we'll be back with the kickoff. You're watching the Neosho Wildcats on the KNEO and Neosho Wildcat Sports Network. We'll be right back.
Insurance Benefits Consultants now has 2 locations to serve you. They're located at 1009 South Neosho Boulevard in Neosho and at 701 Northwest McNelly Road in Bentonville, Arkansas. They are proud supporters of the KNEO and Neosho Wildcat Sports Network. They provide Medicare and Medicaid supplemental policies. Tally Tire at 18152 East Highway 86 is a proud supporter of local high school athletics. Tally Tire is your full-service car and truck headquarters. They carry name-brand tires such as Nexen, Mastercraft, and Uniroyal, ATC camper shells and bed covers, and do oil changes and tune-ups. Call Tally Tire today for all your automotive needs at 417-451-0457 or online at tallytire.com.
The law offices of Wood & Peterson is sponsoring this portion of Neosho Wildcat Athletics. Located at 217 South Lafayette, Neosho, and 431 Virginia Avenue in Joplin. They serve Southwest Missouri with personal claim representation. For more information, the phone number is 417-451-4141 or online at neoshoattorney.com. The law offices of Wood & Peterson are proud supporters of the Neosho Wildcats.
Hi, I'm Pastor Jeremy Bridges with the Canopy Church, and I want to give you some encouragement today. No matter how far you feel from God, right now, did you know He's never more than a prayer away? Psalm 145 says, "The Lord is near to all who call upon Him." If you need to reconnect with God today, He's just one prayer away. If you need to ask for forgiveness, He's just one prayer away. If you need God's help or guidance, all it takes is a prayer. If you haven't talked to God in weeks and you know your relationship with Him isn't as it should be, cry out to Him. It's just one prayer away. And if salvation is what you need, ask Him. He's just one prayer away. Have you talked to God today? He's waiting to hear from you. For KNEO Radio, I'm Jeremy Bridges.
Zach's Car Wash, McKay Quality Roofing, Neosho Area Chamber of Commerce, Hillcrest Church of Christ, the Freeman Family YMCA, and Christian Healthcare Ministry. And we're just about ready to get underway. In fact, it looks like about 21 or 22 seconds, and Cats are down there huddling up down on their end of the field. And I don't think, Jim, we'll have another 2 minutes run off the clock at this point.
I hope not. Both teams are getting ready and prepared for the second half. Joplin will receive the kickoff. They deferred at the beginning of the ball game, and they'll get a chance to take a bigger advantage against the Cats. Cats need to just step up and play good defense like they have so far in this ball game.
Well, it's been a relatively fast ball game, and they are taking some more time off the clock, but it's been a relatively fast ball game. We started at 7 o'clock. It's 8:15, and we're about ready to start the second half, so I'm anticipating the same. Not a lot of penalties.
No, there's not. There's just been very few right off the bat. There was some offsides and a holding call against Joplin. I don't recall anything against the Cats. They've usually have had, a few incidental calls, but they've played a very good ball game. When you say error-free, and Coach Towdy, he works on that and stresses the importance of paying attention. You just have to downright pay attention and listen. And I'm sure the Cats are still getting adjusted to the cadence from Mr. Kivett, the new quarterback. Cade Spiva is out. He did not dress out for this ball game tonight. He's here, but he's nursing an injury, and we don't know his status. It's kind of week to week at this time of the season. But Kivett stepped in last week, had a good game against the Willard Tigers. Tonight he's completed several passes, but nothing like what the Cats are used to. Run game has done well. Welch started out doing a great job, led the ball game. He had an 11-yard gain right off the bat, and then that drive got stalled late in the first period. But nothing across for the Cats except just a lone pick six by Boston Patterson coming at the 5:14 mark at the second period.
Well, Keyshawn Roan continues to get more comfortable back in the backfield, and I still think that we're going to see Kivett throw the ball, and giving him enough time, we may put Brock Pyle in that slot back position. We saw Kivett a couple of different times in the empty back with actually 5 receivers, and it was in one of those that he had that 18-yard run before the end of the second half.
Well, they're going to have to open it up, try to air it out a little more, and gain more than just 3 and 4 and 5 yards at a time. There won't be enough time on the clock for the Cats to get back in the ball game. We're ready here for second half action. They've got the clock set at 12 minutes. And they're going to kick the ball from the 40. Joplin has 2 men back deep on about the 10-yard line.
Jerron Burrell is on this close side over here, and number 14 is Darren Gilmore. He is a sophomore. Back to take the kick.
And we're ready for action here in the second half on the KNEO Wildcat Sports Network.
The other Roan is kicking the ball off, and it is a high kick.
Taken down on the 10-yard line, across the 20, up to the 25, the 30, down to about the 33-yard line, and the Joplin Eagles will have good position to start the second half.
So nice job by the Cats to flurry to the ball. The runner obviously got popped around a couple of different times before they actually brought him down, but they flurried to the ball, and he got up to, looks like about the 33-yard line.
Joplin's Daniel Rose has used all his weapons from the backfield. Thomas, Royal, Jones, Jasper, and Jones.
I would expect him to throw the ball to Jasper a little bit more in this half. That seemed to have been the person that he had the most confidence in, most success with when he was throwing the ball.
And the handoff the right side, he swarmed. That's Jones going nowhere. Nothing doing. Harden in on the tackle for the Cats, along with Boston Patterson.
And Bastide, Gabe Bastide was in there on the tackle.
And Jones had nowhere to go. He's short and stocky, short to the ground, and he is quick. 14-7, just underway. Second half action here. Good to have you with us. A lot of folks viewing this from outside the area tonight, since it is being broadcast on local television. It's Joplin's homecoming. Second down and about 12. Handoff up the middle. Here comes Jones. Yeah, nice run across the 40, down to about the 42, very close to a first down.
Picked up by Trey Harden in there, and Jones just carried him the last 5 yards.
And let's see where they mark the ball.
It looks like it's going to be 3rd and 1.
3rd and short. Along came Jones. Isn't that an old song from Ray Stevens, I think?
That is.
3rd and 1 for the Eagles. Somebody moved. It's offsides. Encroachment.
Yeah, that was one of the Cats, and Rose doing a nice job of hard
number 50,
counting that.
52 for the Cats tonight. That's offsides. That'll move it 5 yards.
It's not a first down.
Dead ball, encroachment, defense.
It'll move it up.
First down.
First down will move the chains. And the ball spotted on the 47-yard line. Still inside Joplin territory. First possession of the second half. Handoff to Jones, left tackle, offsides. Across the 50. Down across and knocked out of bounds on the 45-yard line on the far side of the field.
Yeah, it looks like that was Soriano in there to knock him out of bounds that time.
Joplin is so good. They'll get that run game going, and all of a sudden they'll throw in a trick play or a long pass, and watch out. 2 receivers down low, 1 up high. Jones in the backfield. Clock down to 10:30 to go in the third period now. Thomas in the backfield, hand off to Thomas. He's got some room. Oh, hit hard at the 40-yard line, pickup of about 3.
Hit in there by Camden Smith that time.
Kenton Smith makes the tackle. Yardage is good for another Joplin Eagle.
It's a first down for Joplin. Ball spotted right at the 40-yard line. 2 receivers to the far side. Another handoff. Here comes Jones. He's trying to find his blockers. He's knocked out of bounds. No gain on the play.
Nice job by Brody Crane that time to just grab a hold and stay with him the whole way.
They wrapped him up quickly. Brody Crane in on the tackle.
Second down and 11.
Second and 11. Short loss on the play for the Eagles. John, you look down here at all the cheerleaders. They have more cheerleaders than band members, I think.
Yeah, they really do. Watch big number 73. He is a pulling tackle, and that is Isaiah Bredd. He weighs 290, and he's going to pull and come around the side.
And Rose back to throw. He's got a man open. Oh, it's intercepted by the Cats. They take it on the far side of the field, knocked out of bounds. What a nice play, number 1. That's Hudson Williams with the interception.
That's exactly what the Cats needed. Great pressure put on that time by Bryce Warren to make Rose throw that ball fast.
He's knocked out of bounds on the far side at the 45-yard line of Neosho.
There was a flag on the play, it looks like. We'll have to see what it is.
Unless it's after the play, the chains are going to move. See what the referee is going to call. It'll be announced here on the public address system.
Yeah, their offense is coming off the field, so.
Here's the call.
It looks like that. Okay, that is sideline. Infraction, yeah, it is.
It's against the Eagles. Neosho ball on the 45-yard line. They didn't move the chains any, so no harm done. Neosho ball at the 45. 9:57 to go in the third period. Here come the Cats. It's a handoff to the right side. Gain of about 2 on the play.
Denver Welch, the ball carrier.
Welch on the carry. Gain of about 1.5. Not much there. They'll give him 2 yards. Soriano down low. Haven't called his number tonight. Patterson on the top side. Second down and 9. Oh, he's going to run up the middle. Kevin right up the middle across midfield at the 50.
He's going to get about 3, it looks like.
Not much there. Joplin is so strong against that run. Neosho doing a good job, the best they can to try to push him back. They'll spot the ball just inside Joplin territory at the 49-yard line.
Let me see that little flat pass to Boston Patterson right now.
3rd and 4 for the Cats. They're going to run it again up the middle. There's nothing there. He's wrapped up. That's Welch. He spins around. Gain of about 1. Not much. It's going to bring up 4th down. Let's see what the Cats are going to do. Offense still on the field.
Yeah, I'd say this may be the time that we make a decision and move.
They're going to bring all the receivers. 2 down low. 4th down and about 3 yards to go for the Cats. They're going to try.
Unbalanced line again.
Brock Pyle in there in the backfield.
Williams over on the other side. Here comes Soriano in a little bit closer.
They just need 3 yards. Oh, they weren't ready for the... They're going to have to down it. Nope. Welch, quarterback, was not ready. Went past him about 20 yards. And Joplin will take over off the 4th down miscue.
Well, I'm not sure what happened that time, but it looked like we probably needed to call a timeout because there was 2 or 3 people there that weren't real sure what was going on.
The ball was high. The quarterback was not ready. He was in shotgun formation. He was not paying attention and looking at his center. Joplin in extremely good field position here on the 33-yard line of Neosho.
Defense is in a pretty deep hole right here. This is a time that they need to step up and make a play.
Tough break for the Cats. They were playing so well on defense. Rose in the backfield with Jones. They'll hand it off. No, he's going to throw on the right side to Thomas. Got some room across the 30. Down about the 26. A late flag.
Wait a minute. Surely not.
Well, let's see what they're going to do.
It could be unnecessary roughness.
See what the call will be. We'll wait for the announcement.
Penalty flag is on the field.
They gained 5 yards before he was knocked out. And they're pointing towards Neosho for the penalty. Holding against Joplin. Offensive holding. That'll be a 10-yard penalty. Good break for the Cats.
Certainly was.
10-yard penalty. Repeat the down.
Going to repeat the down on the 10-yard penalty.
And we'll see if that is from the point of the infraction or from the line of scrimmage.
Well, it looks like from the infraction because it's first
and 15 now.
It's different.
First and 20. They're saying first and 20 on the board.
But that's not correct. And a nice tackle down at the 35-yard line. I've noticed their clock is a little different than what's actually the chains and the marker is on the field.
Yeah, there was a nice tackle that time by Bryce Warren, the defensive end for the Cats.
Second down and 13.
Second down and 13 for Joplin. Look for Rose to air it out. They haven't thrown the dagger in yet. Neosho needs to be ready. Thomas on the move in the backfield. He'll set. And the handoff. No, you're going to keep. Oh, what a hit. What a nice hit. Rose was knocked down after a gain of about 3 on the play, but he was hit hard by number 78.
Daniel Rose on the quarterback keeper.
Is Matthew Scott made that hit that time. Tomlinson said no.
Number 3, it's third down and 10.
Third down and 10, long yardage for the Eagles. Ball spotted on about the 37-yard line. One man in motion. Rose back to throw. He's got a man open. It's going deep.
Oh,
it's going to be easy touchdown. Touchdown, Joplin.
He got behind Soriano, and that's all there was to it.
37-yard touchdown TD. What a nice pass from Rose. We were just talking about that.
Well, he had great coverage that time. He had plenty of time to sit and watch.
He was not pressured. Lane Royal with the reception. And here comes the extra point attempt. It's 20-7. Extra point coming. The kick is up. And it is... Well, it's good.
It's good, yeah.
And our score with 6:29 to go in the third. Joplin up over Neosho, 21-7. We'll return after this on the KNEO Wildcat Sports Network.
A proud supporter of local high school athletics is Numac Electric. Serving Newton and McDonald County, they provide power for area homes and businesses and want to wish all the athletes much success throughout the season. For online bill pay and account information, the website is numac.com or 417-451-1515. Numac Electric, proudly serving Newton and McDonald County, where their slogan is your touchstone energy partner.
The Sports Locker, located at 1206 Neosho Boulevard, Neosho, is a proud supporter and supplier of Neosho Wildcat Athletics. Open 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday and 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Saturday. They carry all the biggest brands, including Under Armour, Nike, and Adidas sports apparel and equipment. Be sure to check out their Facebook page at Sports Locker Team Sales and Specials, or their number is 417-451-9300. Proud supporters of the Neosho Wildcats.
Is Blaine Patterson for the Cats. Run around the right, got some room.
You bet. He's got a lot of room, and he gets...
Oh, knocked out of bounds across midfield. A nice run back, good 40-yard run back for the Cats, and they'll have great field position. Soriano is quick. See where they spot the ball. It's inside Joplin territory.
Blaine Patterson is a new quarterback for the Cats.
He is just a sophomore. He's going to be a good one.
He had 76 yards on his own rushing in the ball game against Willard the other night.
Patterson now in the backfield along with Welch. The handoff up the middle. Welch close to the 45, and he's pushed back. John, that's, if we do not throw the ball and not a threat in the air, they're just going to stack that box and be ready for the run.
Yeah, they are.
Gain of 1 yard, second down and 9.
Lincoln Howard in for the Cats, and he's over on the far side. Soriano and Williams are on this side.
5:50 to go in the third period. Going to run it again. Here's Patterson. He's got some room across the 40. Good run. Down to the 30-yard line, knocked out of bounds. At about the 28, nice run by Blaine. Off the right side, he is quick. That's the spark we may need to get back in this ball game. A lot of time left. 1st and 10 Cats from the Joplin 28. Patterson's going to hand it off this time to Welch. Nothing doing.
They are just keying on Welch. There's just no doubt about it.
Well, I can foresee Mr. Patterson throwing it over to Hudson Williams and Soriano. He has the receivers. They've just not been open tonight. The defense is something else for Joplin.
Look for Brock Pyle to cut up through the middle.
Here's
just
Patterson.
like that.
He's going to arrow it out. He's going deep. Over the outstretched hands on the far side.
And that is the other Patterson.
And Boston couldn't quite get it. Boston has the long arms. He runs like a deer. He is so quick. He couldn't catch up, but that was... But there's been a lot of backyard passes among those two plays like that.
Well, one of the things that's hurting the Cats right now is we're not getting anything on first down. We have got to do something to keep things like this third down from happening like this, and it's 3rd and 9.
3rd and long for the Cats from the 28-yard line. Patterson back. He runs right. He's got some room. And he's brought down at the 25. It'll be 4th down. Clock running at 4:50.
And this is 4-down territory for the Cats. There's no doubt.
Most assuredly. You can't, you're not going to punt it here. You got him down deep. And a field goal would be extremely long, a good 45 yards at this point. 4th down. And about 6 to go. Patterson, he's hit hard from behind as he threw the ball. Knocked out of bounds. He's okay. Good defensive effort by the Eagles. Another turnover on downs.
Well, they have the ability when they've got those 5 linebackers like that to stunt, and that's exactly what happened.
When you're outmanned, there's not much you can do. You can't guard 2 or 3 at a time. Cats gave it all they could. 4:29 to go in the third. Good run back on that kickoff from Soriano. And playing ball, the drive stops, stalls on the 26-yard line. Joplin takes over. Rose remains in the backfield. 2 receivers down low, 1 up top.
They're just going to run the ball right now. They're not going to throw the ball.
And handoff right up the middle to Jones. Nothing fancy at this point.
No, he picks up about 2.
It'll just keep that clock running. They'll milk that as much as they possibly can. Both teams still have all their timeouts.
Jordan Jones on the carry.
Cats need a turnover. They'll be fighting and clawing and scratching at that ball, trying to knock it loose. They've had a couple of nice turnovers tonight.
Gabriel Boustine on the tackle. No gain, 2nd and 10.
Our lone touchdown came on a good pick six from Boston Patterson. And
Jones again.
He's running left, back to the right, gets up to the 30-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd down and about 5 yards, maybe 6 yards.
Jordan Jones, the ball carrier. Bryce Warren makes the tackle.
Warren on the tackle for the Cats.
3rd down and 7.
They need a stop right here. Ball spotted on the 29-yard line. Rose is in the backfield. He's going to throw. He throws quickly, airs it out. It's enough for a 1st down just across the 36, 37-yard line. That's all he needed.
That was Collis Jones.
Boston Patterson makes the tackle. Yardage is good for another Joplin Eagle.
1st down, Joplin from the 37-yard line. Keeps the drive alive. Clock will wind up. 3:06 to go in the 3rd period. Joplin up 21-7. Jasper in motion off the left side. The big tight end. The handoff the left. He runs back to the right. Good 5-yard pickup. Right up the middle. That's Jones again on the carry.
Trey Harden and Brody Crane make the tackle.
Brody Crane and Harden in on the tackle for the Cats.
Well, the defense is doing what they need to be doing, but they've been out on the field a long time, Jim.
Oh, they're going to be tired. Offense needs to get on there and score. Joplin has been stingy this evening. They're going to hand off again. Here comes Jones. Got some room across midfield. It'll be enough for a 1st down. Nice stop by the Cats, but they're on their heels. They're being pushed back.
And that was Courtney McGehee made the tackle that time.
That's another Joplin Eagle.
Ball spotted on the 45-yard line.
Lane Royal in for the Eagles. He's on that far side.
Hand off to Jones, across the 45, down to the 40. Pickup of about 5. He's just following his blockers, and they'll take what they're given.
Minute 47 left in the 3rd quarter, and the Cats need 2 scores.
They need to put a stop to this drive. Get the ball back in their hands. Get back in the driver's seat. Crowd fairly quiet on both sides of the field. 2nd down play. New running back in, number 20. In for the Eagles. He's new.
Javon Burrell. He is one of the guys that was on the kickoff.
Burrell. Number 20.
And that's going to be a 1st down. Enough for a 1st down.
Ball on the 35-yard line.
Ball on the 35, 1st and 10, Joplin. 1:15 to go in the 3rd. Clock is winding. Joplin just kind of moving at will right now, methodically moving down the field. Hand off, here's to Burrell again. Jukes back to the left side, gain of about 5, maybe 6 yards. Found an open spot, and he took it.
There'll be one more play in the 3rd quarter, looks like.
They're going to take their time and just...
Gain of 5, 2nd down and 5.
If they get a touchdown, it's going to be tough for the Cats to come back in this ball game. They need a score would be nice, or turnover right here. Going to run right. Off right tackle across the... Inside the 25. That'll be enough for another Joplin 1st and 10.
That was a nice job by Smith that time to fight off his blocker in order to make the play.
Ball down on the 21-yard line. Nothing fancy about this drive, John. Just slow and methodical and marching down the field.
I believe that'll be the last play of the quarter.
And it is. And our score after 3, Joplin 21, Neosho 7. We'll take a timeout and return after this on the KNEO Wildcat Sports Network.
You found it, the ultimate car wash. The one that leaves your vehicle looking brand new every single time. Do we have a prep team that pre-washes? You bet. Over 300 ports applying soap to your vehicle? Yes, sir. 40 high-pressure nozzles providing over 2,500 PSI of pressure? Who wouldn't? Buff and dry features that dry your car along with combined 100 horsepower blowers? Try 150. Be careful, we might just blow you away.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
Welcome back to Jung Field. The score is 21 in favor of Joplin, 7 for the Neosho Wildcats, and we're at the beginning of the 4th quarter, and Joplin is knocking at the door. Jim?
Joplin, 1st and 10 from the Neosho 21-yard line, and they'll take as much time as they can to get that clock wound down. Both teams have all their timeouts. Cats need a turnover, and they need to score to get back in this game. Rowe's going to hand it off again. This is Jones down to, hit hard at the 16-yard line and pushed back. A pickup of 4 yards, maybe 5 on the play.
Yeah, Levi England in there for the Cats to make the tackle that time.
Cats are making some good hits.
Yeah.
You and I, if that was us, we wouldn't wake up for about 3 weeks with them ringing some bells out there.
England and Crane are out, and McGehee back in.
2nd down and 6 for the Eagles. Handoff up the middle. Jones across the 10. He's going to, down to the 1. Thought he was going to make it, but Smith was right there to push him down. It'll be 1st and goal for Joplin from the 1.
Yeah, I tell you what, he took off and just like the afterburners on a jet.
Looked like he was a hurdler out there. He's short and stocky and very strong. 1st and goal from the 1. Handoff up the middle. No, he's going to keep it. Quarterback keeper, touchdown, Joplin. Rose on the quarterback keeper. Touchdown coming at the 10:59 mark.
And Rose made a fake handoff and rolled around the outside corner and just kind of danced into the end zone.
He just froze the linebackers and stepped around the right side, and no one there to put a stop to it. It's 27-7. Extra point coming. They'll kick it from the 10. It'll be a 20-yard attempt. He's been successful throughout the evening. Here's the kick. And it is good. Our score 28-7 with 10:59 to go in the ball game. Joplin on top of Neosho. We'll return after this on the KNEO Wildcat Sports Network.
McKay Quality Roofing is a proud supporter of KNEO Radio and the Neosho Wildcat Sports Network. They are located in their new offices at 8115 South Neosho Boulevard. They specialize in roof removal and replacement of residential and commercial properties. In order to serve you better, they have offices in Neosho, Cassville, and Grove, Oklahoma. Call McKay Quality Roofing at 417-455-3326 for a free quote or online at McKayQualityRoofing.com for more information. And go Cats!
The Neosho Area Chamber of Commerce invites you to download the new Experience Neosho app, available for free on the Apple and Google Play Store. Your guide to eat, shop, play, and stay in Neosho, and your direct link to KNEO Wildcat Sports. Download the app, register to win weekly prizes, and listen to your favorite Wildcat sports. Good luck, Wildcats. We can't wait to hear you ring that bell.
Welcome back to Jung Stadium, and here comes the kickoff from Joplin.
It's a good one, taken on the 7-yard line. Got some room across the 30, up to the 35, still on his feet.
Well, so far it's been all Joplin Eagles in this half. Nice run back by Rome to get us in reasonably good field position. We'll see what the Cats have got to do because we have got to fix this puzzle with the offense.
Patterson, the young Mr. Patterson, is in at quarterback. He had some success on the last drive before it got stalled on the 26. And they couldn't convert. Joplin came down the field, took a lot of time off the clock. Good 6 minutes off that clock. 1st and 10, Joplin at the Joplin 36. Run by Welch off left tackle.
Well, we continue to run. We need an opportunity to air the ball out a little bit.
You know, we have all the good receivers, but they have yet to touch the ball tonight. Very few of them have. Boston's caught a few. Here's the throw. Good pass. 1st down, Neosho. That's a nice pass by the young Mr. Patterson, number 21 on the reception.
Yeah, that was Lincoln Howard.
Some new players in for the Cats.
Feeling pretty comfortable with some players of his own.
Coach Towdy looking to see. Here's Patterson around left tackle. He's got a little. Oh, what a nice open field tackle. Thrown for a loss of about 2. Patterson was trying to get some momentum around the left side and caught from behind. Under 10 minutes to go in the ball game.
Yeah, that was a nice open field tackle. And Patterson did all he could to juke around to try to get around the line, but it just was not there.
3 receivers off to in the near side. He's back to throw. Everybody's covered. He's got some room in the throw. He's got a man open. A good pass. Caught at the 35. That's Hudson Williams down to the 35, and it's a 1st down. The Wildcats.
A nice job that time by Patterson, and he's already shown his speed a little bit, and that's exactly what we need because the defense has to stop for just a minute because they're afraid he's liable to go ahead and run the ball, and that left Patterson wide open.
Patterson can find a receiver. They like to run. Here's another catch. Hudson Williams down to the...
It's Boston Patterson.
Boston there.
Yeah.
Okay. We're looking through rose-colored glasses here. It is hard to tell some of the numbers, and we do apologize.
It's a couple of really nice pass plays that have been completed by Blaine so far.
And a handoff this time off the right side. Welch the carrier. Not much there, maybe a yard on the carry. Not many times do we get to say Patterson to Patterson.
No, we don't.
Boston's had a good career at the high school. We've followed his career the past 3 seasons. 2nd down and long yardage, 2nd and 9. Welch. Oh, he runs left side. He's got some room. He's going to cut back.
Score.
Touchdown, Wildcats. Nice play for the Cats. 25 yards.
Denver Welch, the carry.
25-yard touchdown run by Welch.
Yeah, that was a nice job by Blaine Patterson once again being the lead blocker that time. That was a direct hike to Welch, and he just went around the far end.
Just the old-fashioned Wildcat, you might say. Here's the extra point coming. Receiver's Kivett. The holder's Kivett. And the snap, the kick is up.
That's good.
It looks good.
Yes.
Our score with 8:40 to go in the ball game. Joplin on top of Neosho, 28-14. We'll return after this on the KNEO Wildcat Sports Network.
At the Hillcrest Church of Christ, we're striving to be His own people, eager to do what is good. Join us for worship at 10 and 6 Sundays and for class Sunday morning at 9 and Wednesday evening at 7. You're sure to find a warm welcome and friendly people seeking to please God according to His Word. Wildcats, join us every Tuesday morning before school for Devo and Donuts at 7 a.m. Learn more about the Hillcrest Church of Christ at neoshochurchofchrist.org.
Welcome back to Jung Stadium. The Neosho Wildcats have just scored, and they have cut the deficit to 28-14, and they're getting ready to kick off to the Eagles, and we'll see if Neosho has a trick play in mind or what. There is 8 minutes and 40 seconds left in the ball game. Jim, it looks like that the other Mr. Rome, the tall, lanky Kalen Roan is going to be kicking off. He kicked off the last time. We'll see if maybe there's not some sort of an offside kick here coming.
Anything could happen. There's plenty of time. Cats need to hold them, get the ball back quickly, and score. The good drive. Young Mr. Patterson has come in and has done well. There's the kick. It's a good one. All the way back to about the 10-yard line. He's got some room. He's coming up midfield. He's wide open. He's got, brought down from behind at about the 30.
And the Cats have got the ball.
Oh, nice play by the Cats. The ball popped loose. Cats have it in great field position. Let's see where it's spotted.
It was picked up by number 21 that time. That is Lincoln Howard.
And he's been used as a running back as well tonight. Cats will have it 1st and 10. Deep inside Joplin territory. That's what the Cats needed. Ball spotted on the 29-yard line. John, they need to score quickly and not take a lot of time off the clock. They're getting set. Plenty of time on the play clock. It hasn't started.
No, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let's see where the Cats are coming out. Defense is coming back out, it looks like.
They're saying Joplin ball. They were excited. They were saying Neosho ball. What's the deal?
Well, I'm not sure.
They're challenging the play now.
They're going to challenge the play.
Is it possible?
They're going to talk. Coach Towdy not happy with this call. He's out talking to the ref. He says, what's the deal? You said one official points it's Neosho ball, and the other said it's Joplin's ball.
The only thing I can imagine is the final ruling would be that the ground cannot cause the fumble.
Now, Coach Towdy talking with 2 officials right now. They'll get it sorted out.
This could be a real difference maker in the ball game if the Cats don't get the ball. It was a nice job of tackling and getting a hold of the ball.
This is very crucial play for both squads this late in the ball game. Coach Towdy giving his 2 cents worth out there.
Coach Jasper's over here on this side with one of the officials. They're just kind of waiting to see.
Well, Wildcat defense.
Coach Towdy is not going to win.
Now they'll charge a timeout to Neosho. I'm not happy about that either. I wouldn't be.
Well, I'm not sure exactly where they see the play, but defense is ready. Let's fire them up and let's go.
It's 1st and 10, Joplin. Here's the run. Got some room around the right side. Knocked out of bounds. That's Jones. I still don't understand that last ruling. The referee did not give an explanation
to
the PA announcer.
It was Devin Thomas on the carry that time, and he just ran over out of bounds to stop. That would surprise me. I would think that Joplin would want to keep the ball keep the clock running.
2nd down and short yardage for Joplin. Ball on the 37-yard line.
In full backfield, there's 2 halfbacks and a fullback there.
They're going to protect that ball. Here's Jones. He's running. Oh, there's a flag. It might be a horse collar.
Going to call it a horse collar, I'm afraid.
He had nowhere to grab. Jones is short and stocky. And that's Thomas on the play, number 2.
Yeah, it was.
And he's not a big young man, but he is quick.
I think they're discussing whether or not he grabbed the jersey or whether he actually was a horse collar. Yeah, always a hold against Joplin.
Who would have thought that?
I didn't either. The way through the ball, it looked like through the flag, looked like he was throwing right at Hudson Williams.
10-yard penalty against Joplin. The only 2 that I saw there was the defender and the receiver, and threw him down. I thought it was a horse collar for sure, but call is against Joplin.
It's 2nd and 12, and whatever it may be, so we'll...
Ball pushed back to almost the original line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 12. They'll hand it off again. Nowhere to run.
That time it was big 75 Evan Tomlinson.
Jones
made the stop.
Jones coming off left tackle. And that's a big left tackle, John.
Yes, it is.
They've got some young men, 275, 290, 300, and they're just juniors and seniors in high school. 3rd down and 11 for Joplin. 7:45 to go in the ball game.
You know they're going to throw the ball.
And he's got a man. Oh!
Almost intercepted.
Jasper came away with that ball right in between two Neosho defenders. What a play. He was on the ground.
Yeah, that was quite a throw by Rose that time. There's no way he could have caught the ball anything other than that throw like that.
Almost intercepted. Ball on the 41, 1st and 10. Keeps the drive alive for Joplin. Tough break for the Wildcats. Rose in the backfield, along with Jones. Jasper got to move, shift over. Got to run the ball. Oh, what a nice tackle.
And
goes
Bryce
nowhere.
Warren that time dropped him back about 4 yards.
You know, Jones is going to be sore tomorrow, that's for sure. He's taking some hits tonight by the Wildcats.
That's a loss of 3. Second down and 13.
Lost 3 on the play. 6:50 to go in the ball game. Clock is running. Neosho is down to 2 timeouts. They're going to milk this clock. 10 seconds left on the play clock. Hand off to Jones. Across the 45. About the 46. That keeps the clock running.
Yeah, it does. It keeps the clock running. I'll tell you, the Joplin running backs are doing a nice job of protecting the ball.
That's all they could do right now, and they're happy just to run 3 and 4 yards at a time as long as they can keep getting first downs. It's 3rd down and long, 3rd and 6. Here's a big play for the Cats. Rose back to throw. He's got a man open, and he does. It's complete down to the 43, enough for a Joplin first down.
Well, that went to Devin Thomas.
He's been busy tonight too, so that's the Cats' nemesis tonight, to try to stop him on 3rd and long. Joplin finds a way to keep the chains a-moving. Ball at the 48, 1st and 10 Joplin. 5:40 to go in the ball game, 28-14. Eagles. They're in no hurry to get up to the line. They practice this and practice this throughout the week. Handoff again to Jones. Cuts back, he's wide open. Across the 30, and he's thrown down by number 13. Uh-oh, there's a fight going on. They didn't like that. There's a couple of flags.
There's 2 flags.
Boston Patterson in there. Number 13 didn't like that. Like a bulldog move, boy, they threw him down. And the referee, there's 4 flags out there. Never seen so much laundry on the field at one time. Coach Towdy on the field.
Towdy's on the field. He's getting his own guys off the field. Good decision.
Multiple penalty flags down on the field.
And the ref's going to try to sort this out.
And 75 Tomlinson is coming out of the ball game. You know, he's just standing there. He's just...
Well, you know, tempers flare this late in the game. You're down by 14, and you're trying your best to put a stop to it.
Trey Harden is coming off. I don't know if there's been anybody actually thrown out of the ball game yet.
Well, we'll get the ruling here. We'll be quiet when we can hear the official ruling over the public address system, what the referee will say. They have that capability here at Joplin High School to announce that to the crowd.
There's 4 officials out there. They're talking about it. And,
well, number 13 for Neosho threw him down. It was a clean tackle.
Yeah.
But they didn't like the way he was thrown down. And a few fisticuffs ensued, pushing and shoving. John, if you had a helmet on and I hit you with my hand, that would hurt.
I would think it would. I would think it would hurt a lot. But we're still talking about it. It may take them a minute or 2 to figure this one out.
Well, there has to be a penalty on both teams.
Yeah, and we're bringing in the line judge to see what he has to say. Okay, here comes Trey Harden back in the ball game. And number 23, McGahey is out for just a minute.
The ball will be 1st and 10 Joplin as it stands at the 30-yard line, but Once they sort this out, it could move. Well, let's see. Here comes the referee.
We're starting to figure it out. Here we go.
We'll be quiet here.
We have 2 penalties. Unsportsmanlike on the offense.
Unsportsmanlike
on the defense. Line the game was made. First down. The offsetting penalties.
Offsetting penalties.
Yep.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on both squads. Crowd doesn't like it, but that's the way it stands. No one is ejected.
Well, that probably was a good decision on the officials to go ahead and do it that way. This late into the ball game, nobody really wants to get hurt out of this thing, and there was just as much on one side as there was the other. So,
1st and 10, Joplin. They're going to milk the clock as much as they can. They'd like to score again.
Marceau is out there in the backfield.
Here's the handoff. Jones wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage. The ball came loose. Joplin fell on it.
Jordan Jones, the ball carrier.
He was hit.
Jones, he's getting up limping just a little bit.
On the tackle.
Nice job by Rogers to make the tackle that time.
Well, the Cats will be trying to knock that ball loose. They lost a yard. He was wrapped up quickly as he tried to cross the line of scrimmage. We're down to 4:50 left in the ball game. Clock winding down, 28-14, Joplin. Rose in the backfield. He hands it off this time to Jones. Trying to cut. He's got some room across the 25, and a flag comes out.
Yeah. That's going to be against their, the bench over here, I believe.
Tony McGahee on the stop. There is a penalty flag on the field.
Yeah, Joplin coach is not happy about that.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a sideline penalty. Number 70 for Joplin is getting up kind of gingerly.
Kind of favoring his left leg.
That is Blevin Washington, a big 300-pound offensive lineman.
Penalty is against Joplin. John, there's been no penalties until about this third quarter in this ball game. Here's the call.
Block in the back.
Block in the back against the offense.
10-yard penalty.
10-yard penalty and push it back.
Repeat, second down.
Well, I thought that was a sideline penalty. I guess that shows how much I know about what's going on.
But what hurts, it takes more time off the clock, and Joplin still has the ball.
4 minutes and 16 seconds left in the ball game.
Ball spotted on the 33-yard line. And they blow another whistle.
I believe we're going to put some time back on the clock, if I'm guessing.
The referees have had a workout tonight. They've kept the laundry in their pockets most of the night until this fourth quarter. Been a lot of penalties.
When you have a little scrum like we had over there, then that makes them a little bit more sensitive as to who's actually in control of the ball game. So, now we're going to move another 5 yards.
They didn't move it enough to begin with.
Set the game clock to 4 minutes, 23 seconds.
They're going to put some time back on the clock up to 4:23. The official.
Well, these are all in favor of the Cats, but the time is running out. We need to make a play and get the ball back.
Ball now spotted on the 41-yard line. 4:15 to go in the game. Game clock winding down. I should say play clock winding down. They'll take their time. They'll hand it off. Here comes Rose. Across the 40, pickup of 2. Not much there.
It'll be third down. And about, looks like about 17.
And the long yardage. Important play for the Cats if they can get it back here quickly. Ball on the 39.
Number 70's out there jumping up and down about something. He's looking at looking over at the sideline, and he's...
Play clock down to 10. 3rd and long for Joplin. Rose back to throw. In trouble. He gets it away. Oh, almost intercepted over the hands of his receiver on the 20-yard line. Incomplete.
Now, that was Hudson Williams diving for that ball after it was bumped out of his hands from Barstow.
Well, looks like the punt team is on the field for Joplin, and they'll really keep Neosho pushed back.
Well, it'll be interesting to see if they actually punt the ball or will they try a trick.
Return man back down inside the 5-yard line. And they're going to kick. It's a good high kick. Hang time. Boston's going to call a fair catch at the 15. And that's where the Cats will take over. 1st and 10 with 3:07 to go in the ball game.
The 15-yard line by Boston Patterson.
Well, the Cats have got to jump on it and jump on it fast and in order to have any type of an opportunity.
Blaine still in at quarterback for the Cats.
We'll be back home next week against the Republic Tigers, and then we will go to Joplin for the end of the regular season before we start the playoffs.
Some very important matchups tonight in the COC. We'll have more on the post-game show. Here's Patterson back to throw. He's got time. It's intercepted at the 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. Knocked out of bounds at about the 3. And that's going to be just about it for the Cats tonight if they can score. It's a good try. Patterson moving to his left, throwing back to his right.
Thomas Jones intercepted that ball and
ran it back 28 yards down to the 2-yard line.
The Eagles at the 2-yard line.
Well, John, you know they'll run it in here. They'll try to run it in.
Well, yeah, most definitely they'll try to run it in. The Cats will get the ball back in just a little bit.
Well, the Cats had a good stand, but more importantly, the Eagles ran off about 4 minutes during that series, going nowhere. And off to Jones. He's hit at the line and pushed back. Good stand by the Cats.
Well, the Cats are learning a lot tonight about themselves and about the backfield. We realize that we cannot just run the ball, and we're finding that out. And that was maybe an errant pass, yeah, but it was still a pretty good pass that could have been on the money.
Well, Blaine's going to be a good one. He's only a sophomore. He's got 2 more years of varsity action to see. It's 2nd down and 2. 2nd down and goal. There's the he was hit
3 times.
3 times Jones was hit. Nowhere to run. And there's a timeout on the field. Neosho will take another timeout. That's their second one. 2:07 left in the ball game.
Now let's take a timeout, and we'll be right back after this. You're watching Neosho Wildcats on the Neosho Wildcat and KNEO Sports Network. The Freeman Family YMCA is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Serving the 4-state area, the Freeman Family Y believes in putting Christian principles into practice through programs, building a healthy spirit, mind, and body. With 2 locations to serve the area in Grove, Oklahoma, and Neosho, the Freeman Family Y open 5:30 to 9 Monday through Saturday, 1 to 5 on Sunday. For more information, you can go online to ymcaswmo.org or call us at 417-455-9999. Welcome back to Jung Stadium. There's 2 minutes and 7 seconds left. Joplin is on about the 4-yard line, and it is 3rd and goal. Cats call timeout in order to have as much time on the clock as they could when they get the ball back.
Neosho down to 1 timeout left. You know Joplin will just try to run and take more time off the clock. And an end around. Here comes Thomas. It's touchdown. Joplin coming at the 2:01 mark. Thomas on the carry. It's 34-14. Extra point coming, and John, that's kind of the dagger in the back right there.
I'll tell you, big number 70 and Everett Tomlinson are still having words out there after all those flags were thrown a little while ago.
Extra point coming. He's been successful all night. The kick is up. It's through the uprights, and it's good. 35-14. 2:01 left in the ball game. Joplin on top of Neosho. We return after this on the KNEO Wildcat Sports Network.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized, and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
Cats are getting ready to receive the kickoff. They will take this ball, and from here on in, Jim, it's just a matter of pride.
Pretty
and
much.
Working on what we can do to next week when Webb City to Republic comes to town.
And that'll be an important matchup. This is a big game for both squads this evening. And the kick. It's a little short pooch kick taken on the 27-yard line. And there's a flag coming in. Number 22 on the carry for...
That's Cade Lawson. He's a junior that we've seen run the ball quite a bit last week in the third and fourth quarters.
He is short and stocky.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the...
There is a penalty flag down.
One flag down. Let's see what the call's going to be.
There's a minute and 56 seconds left.
Here's the official announcement.
Personal foul on Neosho. 15-yard penalty. First down.
Penalty against Neosho. Personal foul. That'll march them back 15 yards where they'll have to start. They had good field position there on the 37. He backed around the 22.
I'm not real sure, what we didn't see exactly what that was, but it's another one of them. And the officials, as we said, once you have a little bit of a scrum the way that we had out there, the officials decide, no, wait a minute, I'm going to control this ball game, not you.
And they look for things like that. Here's a little flare pass to Welch. A good run across the 30. Not much else. Pickup of about 6 or 7. Those are some plays that they should have been doing maybe earlier in the ball game.
Well, I think at this point, like I said, we're working on next week right now. We're trying to see if we can't get into things, and there's a great pass to Soriano, and here he goes.
He's across midfield down to the 40. A good 30-yard pickup.
There's a flag.
A late flag coming in.
I think that's probably going to be a face mask.
Patterson pass complete to Noah Soriano.
And more laundry on the field, getting ugly here late in the ball game.
Penalty flag on the field.
A minute and 26 seconds left, and that was thrown from all the way over on this side, so it must have been really flagrant, whatever. Well, there's one from over there, too.
Here comes the referee. Face mask, you're right, John.
Yep.
They'll march it down a little closer for the Cats. A little pride coming in right now.
On Joplin, 15-yard face mask.
15-yard penalty for the face mask.
And great run by Soriano that time. Once he got the ball, he took off, and I'm not sure anybody was going to catch him if it hadn't been for that.
Ball on the 20-yard line. Patterson back to throw. He's in trouble. He's going to be flushed out, throwing back. Almost intercepted again. And that's so difficult for a right-handed thrower to move to the left and throw back across their body. You just don't have the zip to it. Most players don't have that ability.
Well, he certainly did what he thought he needed to do, and that was a pretty accurate pass, to be honest with you.
I mean, it was a good attempt, but good defense by Joplin. 1:20 to go in the ball game. 35-14. Patterson back, going to try it again. He's flushed out of the pocket, moving left again. He has nowhere to run. He's going to be thrown for a loss of about 3 yards.
Yeah, he stepped out of bounds. There's a minute 13 left on the clock in the ball game.
Mike Patterson on the quarterback keeper.
Quarterback keeper goes nowhere. Ball on the 23.
Well, the thing that Joplin can do, they've got those 5 linebackers right now, and they know that what have they got to lose? They might as well stunt every play.
They're not giving up. They're playing like it was a Super Bowl. Here's Patterson. He's got a man open. It's complete down to the 10.
It's to Soriano, and he steps out of bounds at about the 9-yard line, it looks like.
Close to a first down. They have moved the chains. It'll be first and goal for Neosho. Down to the 10. Minute 3 left. Clock is winding. Down to under a minute. Patterson back, running left. Back to the 5. Down to about the 2. Good run by the young Mr. Patterson.
And we're going to get one more chance, it looks like.
40 seconds left. Clock winding down. Neosho has just one timeout. Handoff up the right side.
Oh, he's close.
Short of the goal line. Just short.
They're going to call timeout.
20. Welch the carrier. One timeout left for Neosho.
No, they're saying that he fumbled the ball and Joplin picked it up.
Oh. That's a heartbreaker right at the end of the ball game for Neosho. Good run throughout that drive, and they fumble at the 1. Joplin takes over.
Well, I would anticipate maybe one run to get enough room, and that'll be the ball game.
Not much Neosho can do at this point. You really can't take much of a knee. You're in the end zone back there.
No.
They'll have to try to move it out a little bit. (35-14). This could be the last play of the game. They got some room. They're going to be thrown down around the 3-yard line by Jones.
And that's the ball game.
And that's going to pretty much do it. Neosho not going to stop the clock. Kind of useless at this time. That's going to be our final score. Tough night for the Wildcats. They'll fall to 5-2. Joplin improves to 4-3. Final score here at Junk Stadium. Joplin 35, Neosho 14. Let's take a timeout and return with our post-game show after this on the KNEO Wildcat Sports Network.
Singing is my career and my calling, but I'm also a mother of 4.
And as entrepreneurs, we weigh the cost of every decision.
Medical bills are no longer a worry for our family, so I can focus on my calling.
And our family.
Joining Christian Healthcare Ministries was one of the best decisions we ever made. We're the Blair family, and this is our CHM story.
Choose your doctor without network restrictions, all at an affordable price. Enroll anytime at chministries.org/enroll.
People's Bank of Seneca, we care about your journey every step of the way. Since 1996, we've dedicated to providing excellent customer service across the 4-state area, ensuring that every experience is exceptional. Visit us in Joplin, Neosho, or Seneca. Learn more at peoplesbankofseneca.com. Member FDIC. Proud sponsor of area athletics. Let's score big together.
Welcome back to Jung Stadium. The Cats take it on the chin, but we learned a lot tonight, Jim, I think. And the fact that Cade Spiva was out, whether he'll be back with us or not, we're not real sure. We haven't really hurt, but we had a couple of guys come in and certainly did their very best. Probably Blaine Patterson came in and was able to throw the ball and was able to get it into some hands. Soriano made a nice catch there at the end. He was able to, after we found out that we could not throw the ball, all they did was focus on Denver Welch because they knew that he was going to be the workhorse, and that kind of was it until Patterson came in and was able to throw the ball, in fact, to a couple of his own guys. He threw the ball to Lincoln once, and Lincoln Howard, and then it was just a matter of where they went from there. The Cats are down on the side of the field. We're going to take another timeout, and we'll be back and see if Coach Towdy comes up. This is the Wildcat Sports Network, and we'll take time after this.
Happy Egg supports the family farmer because they've seen the difference a choice like this can make. Now you can grow for Happy Egg and choose to raise hens the right way, the happy way. When you grow for Happy Egg, you are growing for a family-owned and operated business. You're raising happy hens on 10+ acres who will lay happy eggs. You're working for yourself. As a Happy Egg grower, you'll receive new flock cost support and yield-based compensation. Visit happyegg.com/grower to apply today.
Looking for a bank that puts community first? Look no further than First Community Bank. With our friendly service, convenient locations, and a wide range of financial products and services, we're here to meet all your banking needs. Whether you're saving for the future, buying a home, or starting a business, we're committed to helping you achieve your financial goals. Come experience the First Community Bank difference today. First Community Bank, where community comes first. Member FDIC.
Once again, our final score, 35-14 in favor of Joplin. Post-game show brought to you by Arvest Bank in Neosho, where they believe in the power of serving others, from small business to agriculture. Whether you're looking for someone to help manage your mortgage or an expert in wealth management, they've got you covered. You deserve a financial planner who cares and can reach your financial goals. Arvest Bank is proud to call Neosho home. Once again, final score 35-14. Other quick scores around the COC late in the fourth quarter. Ozark on top of Glendale 21-14. Lebanon on top of Kickapoo 42-14. Webb City all over Willard 35-6. Other scores, Carthage defeating Republic tonight 31-14. And Nixa defeating Waynesville 42-0. So a tough ball game here for the Cats. They had some moments and good defensive stands, but Joplin just too much tonight with that running attack. Coach Towdy is with us tonight, and Coach, tough ball game. You had some bright spots, but still a very tough game against a good Joplin Eagles squad.
Yeah, I mean, that's a really good football team. You know, their only losses are to some really good teams, and so they came out and played hard tonight. It's their homecoming, and we played hard too. We just didn't execute the way we needed to.
What happened tonight on about the 8-minute mark in the fourth quarter? Some misconceptions down here on the kickoff. We thought it was Wildcat ball, then they came back and said Joplin ball. I know you weren't happy out on the field. What transpired out there?
Yeah, they signaled first down for us, so we were ready to roll, and then they came back and overturned it. So we discussed it. They said that he was down, and that's what they saw. It is what it is.
Bright spots tonight. The young Mr. Patterson came in and in relief of Chase at quarterback and made a little bit of a difference, able to move the ball a little bit. And I know it was something you will work on practice this week and getting that kind of ironed out.
Yeah, I mean, they both did a good job running our offense, and we knew they would, and they both brought different things to the table. And so it was kind of part of our game plan to let them both go a little bit and see what they both could do. And, you know, under the Friday night lights in a big arena, and they both did a good job. So proud of both of them.
Right. Defense, really held up. I mean, they were on the field probably longer than they wanted to be, but they held up, and we knew they were on their heels from time to time, but they never gave up, and they fought hard until the very end.
Yeah, I mean, they did. It was a great game by our defense, because that's a really athletic offense and big offensive line for Joplin, and they did a great job making them, really work to get in the end zone when they did, and they got some big-time stops when we needed them, and some interceptions, and so super proud of the effort of our defense and all of our kids. We got some things that we'll iron out, with Cade not being in there. It's nothing against anybody. It just takes time to kind of get to working together and get the timing on a lot of that stuff. So we'll continue to work at that, but our goal is always to be ready to roll week 10, and I think we'll be just fine.
And next week you've got the Republic Tigers coming to town to Bob Anderson Stadium. You'll be ready for them at Carthage. You know, 2 tough opponents, and it's hard to believe the season's kind of winding down, but, you know, we're going to have a winning season this year, and made a lot of improvements, and Cats are fun to watch.
Yeah, I mean, we've got a great team, and these guys aren't done, and they're going to keep on working. And so, you know, we told them that we would get home and watch the film and get back to work tomorrow. And that's been our approach all year, win or lose, and it's no different this week.
Certainly been.
It was great to have Evans and Tomlinson back, and he certainly made a couple of big defensive plays, but just having his blocking ability was a big help too, wasn't it?
He's an impact player on both sides of the ball. You know, I think he's one of the best linemen in the conference, and it showed tonight. You know, it's going to take a little bit to get him back into game shape when you're out that long, but he did a great job and battled through you know, a little bit of adversity as far as maybe being a little bit out of shape, just having not played. It's nothing that's his fault, but we'll get him back into shape, and he did a great job tonight.
What do you think? There's a chance we'll see Spiva again?
You know, we'll see. It's unknown at this moment, so whoever it is, the team will rally behind them,
Sure.
and we'll attack it every day.
All right, Coach Taddy, thanks for being with us tonight. Once again, Cats come up on the losing end tonight, 35-14. They'll regroup, and next week we invite you to come out to Bob Anderson Stadium and go Cats.
Absolutely, go Cats.
Thank you so much, Coach Taddy, with us here on the postgame show, brought to you by Arvest Bank of Neosho, where they believe in the power of serving others, from small business to agriculture. Whether you're looking for someone to help manage your mortgage or an expert in wealth management, they've got you covered. And you deserve a financial partner who cares and can help you reach your financial goals. Arvest Bank, proud to call Neosho home.
We want to invite everybody to stay tuned for the Drive Time Scoreboard Show, which is brought to you by Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, and we'll have that underway, Sam, right now.
You've been listening to the Final Drive Scoreboard Show on the KNEO Sports Network. The Final Drive Scoreboard Show is sponsored by Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. See how one of their certified physicians, certified athletic trainers, or a therapist can help you get back in the game. Join us again after the game next week, as we will once again bring you all the latest scores right here on the Final Drive Scoreboard Show, sponsored by Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. This has been a live production of KNEO Sports. This broadcast may not be reproduced or retransmitted without...
Welcome back to Young Stadium. Jim gave you the scores on the COC. Here's the scores of the Big 8. In the fourth quarter, East Newton is coming back. The score is 26 for the Hound Dogs and the East Newton Patriots 21. Lamar Tigers 45 and the Cubs from Monette in the fourth quarter 22. Over in Mount Vernon 35 and the Parkview Vikings 18. It's a final in Cassville, and Nevada beats Cassville by a score of 27-22. And the McDonald County Mustangs, it's a final, and the Seneca Indians have won their homecoming by a score of 49-21.
Let's take a look at scores around the Ozark Mountain Conference tonight. West Plains leading Popular Bluff 28-21 late in the fourth quarter. Bolivar with the final over Hillcrest 48-7. Branson took it to the town of Carl Junction tonight, 40-7. Other scores: Marshfield over Rogersville Wildcats defeat Marshfield 34-26.
Again, we'll take a look real quick back at the COC. It doesn't look like there's any difference in score. It's still fourth quarter, and the Lebanon Yellow Jackets 42, the Kickapoo Chiefs 14 in the fourth quarter. Now Webb City is up over the Willard Tigers by a score of 41-6.
And they'll get that wrapped up, and most of the games are concluding right now. These are just some late scores coming in, and that's about all the scores, John, from around the area of importance to our teams here in Southwest Missouri.
Yeah, hey, we want everybody to join us Monday night when the Lady Wildcats have their final game of the season. It's also their final home game. They'll be taking on the Nixa Lady Tigers. No, they're not. It's the Nixa Lady Eagles. I'm sorry. And we'll have that ball game. The pregame show will start at 4:30, and we will be ready for the first pitch at 5 o'clock. Then, Jim, we go to Kansas City.
Lee Summit, near Kansas City, very close, 2.5-hour drive. And for softball action on Thursday, we'll have that game. It'll be Joplin. It's something.
That's
you know,
right.
you were talking Joplin and Neosho playing, and they have to drive 2.5 hours to play, but they need a neutral site. I can understand that. And that ball game will have, I guess, just audio portion.
That's right.
Of that. So
That's
we'll have
right.
that 3 o'clock, and we'll have pregame prior to that on Thursday afternoon from Lake Summit. We'll tell you more about that this week, or Luke Taylor will have that information put on the Facebook page and the website.
Yeah, and if they win, they will play again on Saturday at 3 o'clock. That will be audio only, and if they win and they play for the district championship, then it'll be video as well, and that'll be on the Misha platform, and it'll be pay-per-view, but it'll certainly be an opportunity to see our ladies once again, and I'm going to assume that they're maybe going to play right back.
And that's, they're the favorite right now. They're the number 1 seed, and they've got the easy path to regain that championship that they won last year at the hands of the Wildcat in that contest that was played here in Joplin at their stadium. That's about it from Junk Stadium tonight, 35-14. Joplin goes home happy.
Yeah, for Jim Jackson, I'm John Ball and Sam Fryer. God bless you for watching us. As always, we are grateful for all of our sponsors. We appreciate them because they give us the opportunity to do what we do. Hopefully, we have been able to brighten your Friday night just a little bit and have seen some entertainment. Be sure and get to the Lord's house and worship on Sunday. But until Monday, we see you again. Go Cats!